trust to me regarding what you're going to do with these things, or why you come here.
I mean, drow, so no.
Can't say we could particularly trust you.
I mean, you're one of the reasons we can't trust things down here, really. So.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we are not the ones doing the ritual, and we'd rather not spill, the beans for our employer. Part of our contract, you see.
Hired as well. I hope you're being paid well, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Very well. You finish the meal, dust yourself off. I've rested for quite enough. If you wish to continue, we are rather close.
I mean, I wouldn't mind hanging out for another hour.
I mean, I would prefer not to waste my 5th level spell.
That's true.
It lasts an
You should be able
hour.
to wait here for a bit.
How long will it?
Long and
Let's travel.
No, he just wants a short rest because he uses a spell, that's why.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a short rest of an hour?
Yep.
Oh.
Always happen.
If it's an hour to let the drow get one of his silly darkness spells back now.
No,
it's for Gesh.
Gesh used the counter spell.
Oh.
But Gesh will use his rod to get his spell slot back for the day, and that'll be fine.
Okay.
Shake the rod, like shake. And it's like yes.
I mean,
Let's say a set of radiant blades.
yeah, I just...
to join arms with the drow.
Well,
Yes, completely trusting the drow. Supposing our backs to it.
please ignore the dagger that's floating beside Roland by Mage Hand.
And Cyrilla's also got this new +2 drow longsword as well. So,
Oh, it's like a D8 plus 2 damage.
D8 +4 with my strength.
Oh, that'll sting.
Yeah, plus with Divine Strike, it's like an extra D8. And if I used Holy Weapon, it would be a total of 4 D8 +4.
Cyrilla's actually fairly strong now.
I can, yeah. I've been waiting for a magical weapon, but yeah.
You snatched them both up way long ago.
Yep, I let you guys have them. You're the strikers. But now...
I mean, we've done our job. We've killed a number of bosses very fast.
Yep, but now it is my turn. Yes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'm somewhat glad right now I have such a high athletics score for what we're going into. Sounds like it might be needed.
Yeah.
You can certainly push on.
Yes, as quickly as we can. Preferably under an hour. That'd be great.
You run.
Well,
Not very loudly.
Stomp while singing.
Clonk, clank, yes.
I mean, Cyrilla has 45 move speed. She's always running.
Reorder his rock like a war drum or something, you know?
Before we get there, like, before he says it's gonna be too dangerous to make noise, we're just gonna cast fly on himself.
Well, that's now then.
Yeah.
There's about like...
How long of it? Because I got 10 minutes, I think, of this.
Don't know exactly how long, but it's gonna be a little while before we get there.
All right.
Probably in the like zone of
The zone of a fly spell, okay.
zone of what? Sorry, how long was it?
40 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
No, then.
Whew.
The fly lasts an hour.
The holy
No,
weapon
fly lasts 10
lasts.
minutes.
What? Fly lasts an hour?
So,
No, 10 minutes. Sorry,
10
yeah,
minutes,
I'm wrong.
yeah.
It used to be an hour.
That's fine.
Reorder war trumpet.
No, we need to get him
the issue-
overland flight, right?
I
They used
wouldn't
to
mind
have that.
casting it, but it has a verbal component, so I need to play. So I can't.
You know, if we go into war, then then we'll cast. But
Well, sure, but like not. Yeah, try not to make noise.
I'll try.
Well, I guess we just walk carefully instead of floating majestically.
Maybe Liam should swap some of these people in. Actually, maybe he should grab the Lord's agents because they give him a very good
Stuff.
sneak roll. I seem to recall.
Yeah.
Agents.
Can't roll below 15.
Covert movement. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
That's useful.
Agents, you're in. Sark's veterans, you're out.
If you doubled my speed, Riordan.
Yeah.
If
just
you
curious.
doubled my speed, I could move 3 times 60, which is 180 feet.
Yeah, I mean, if we're like, oh crap, we need to get the egg and leave, I'll
Hang
just
on.
haste you and you can just grab it.
Actually,
If
we'll
you
keep
double
agents.
mine, oh my god. Sorry, that's.
Which, let's see here, who isn't
I mean, I can alternatively, with double speed, move 120 feet and disengage in the same turn.
I could do 180 feet if my speed was doubled.
But
So
you
what's
could
that
also
in
do
miles
like
per
that.
hour? That's like 20 miles per hour.
We can both go 100. We can both go 120 miles an hour with haste running. Good to know.
No, 20 miles an hour. Yeah. With haste, we can go 20 miles an hour.
Which companions aren't assigned currently?
I need a
I
remind.
believe Eldith, Cinder. Oh, no. I believe you have Sark's veterans and the agents of the Lord's Line.
Yeah.
It's like 9 meters per second.
But Eldith and Cinder are not.
Yeah, it's like it's 30 feet per second I can move if my speed was doubled. So I don't know what feet is in meters.
It's less.
It's 4.5 meters per second,
Yeah.
which is pretty
A lot.
fast.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
It's just if we ever had a situation where we need to get it out very quickly.
Yeah, just send the elves, man. Send the elves.
I will warn you to be careful. Around the nursery, new paths are constantly made and collapsing. This is a way that the worms will try to clear out any paths that are there for too long of parasites. They just collapse them. So expect to be quick on your feet, to not be trapped under piles and piles of rock.
Also,
It's only a matter of time before you'll be discovered by the worms.
It's just how
So
far close
time
we
is
can get.
really at the essence.
Yeah.
also for the just so it's stated for the record, I do have the hood for my Cloak of Elvenkind up right now.
I think we all
Yeah,
do.
I think everyone
Yeah.
can flip that.
I
I also remind people when we're doing egg hunting, I have a bag of holding.
Like, yeah, just put them in the bag. It's great.
That's my
Like,
plan.
and just for the record, my hood is always up. Like, there is no reason.
Yeah, in fairness,
There's
Roland's
no
is up
reason to
basically the
take it
entire time. So.
Just a thing, I mean, if we need to get the eggs out, you can pop the bag to me and I can just dimension door out somewhere.
Oh, that's true.
Safe-ish. So,
It's true. I mean, I can actually even hand you the bag as a quick action if I wanted to, because that's
yeah,
what Mage Hand
yeah,
can do.
be nice.
The Mage Hand fly over to you.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be able to also just Mage Hand.
Liam swaps out Sark's veterans for Eldith.
I bet I need to check the wording what I can actually do with it. It would be good to know for this, but
So, are you keeping the agents, Joes?
Yes, because
Okay.
they help me sneak.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
I'm
They
not
have
good.
instructed you, Liam, how to move and sort of compensate for the noise you might make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's very,
trying
very
to
good.
see if I've got anything to help
These
that.
spies and sneaks. The
Have
Lord's
I?
Alliance sent.
I've only got silence, but I mean that doesn't do anything
You
for.
guys can consider this. I'm just going to go to the bathroom real quick.
I don't think I've got anything to help me with. I mean, I could enhance my ability, but I'd need to drop my concentration, which isn't ideal.
You can also, like, yeah, bless is also, like, helps everyone really.
Yeah, it's concentration as well.
Yes.
yeah, what I'm saying, which might be very interesting for me to do actually, is this might be a great time for me to play around more on my Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Because technically, according to the rules, I can as a quick action use it to stow an object in range in one of my bags. I presume an egg counts as an object.
Yes.
and I do that with quick action, so that makes it interesting.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I'm probably going to be the doom of us. I've got a +1 to my stealth. Even with... I mean, my armor gives me...
You're certainly what's likely to make us
advantage.
detected.
Hmm?
You're certainly the most likely one to make us detected.
Yes, yeah. There's literally nothing I can do. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do about it. I could guidance myself. Well, no, I can't even do that. That's concentration.
Yes, the only question I need to know is I don't know how heavy a purple worm egg is. That's my only problem.
Let's Google it.
No idea.
Purple worm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something we can ask the drow with us when Manica comes. Get the definitive answer.
Okay, Google it.
That doesn't
Uh,
exist here.
Sorry, Roland's not connected to your cyber web or whatever.
Yeah.
Liam pulls out his smartphone. What are you talking about?
Well, you wouldn't get reception on here even with a smartphone. How the
Oh,
hell?
it's true. Well, damn it. Drow haven't built out the network out here.
It doesn't say.
I mean, it's pretty hard to build up the network when you keep having purple worms eat the towers.
Yeah.
Doesn't say anything
it's a
about
problem.
it. About
Like-
weight.
But,
I'm back.
yeah,
I'm back.
Manica,
Uh-huh.
if we ask the drow with us, how heavy are purple worm eggs?
They're fairly heavy. They are pretty big too.
Are they more than 10 pounds?
What's that in kilos?
I mean, D&D cuts out pounds, so.
I mean, I
It's
like
like
your idea.
4.5.
If your mage hand isn't enough, I've got mage hand on steroids, which is definitely enough.
Telekinesis.
Yeah.
I mean, my
I
mage
have
hand-
like
I mean, my mage hand, the main thing about it is it's also like it's like it's super careful and it's also a swift action for me. So,
Yeah.
Roland has like the small mage hand. I have the middle of the ground levitate, and you have just full blown telekinesis. It's great.
I can lift cars and purple worms.
I mean,
Jesus.
the last time I
You
used,
push Jubilex. I
Yeah.
know how much power you have.
Push Duplex.
I need to know how heavy they are for something.
Mm-hmm. I'm working on that for you.
I haven't done a whole lot of pickpocketing with the ability, but maybe I can do some purple worm hunting.
Like 4.5 kilos is like 2 2-liter bottles in your hand.
It's
It's a
somewhat
decent
heavy.
amount.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
heavy. It's a heavy egg.
I mean, basically a child would be complaining about carrying it, but they could.
I would complain about carrying it.
2-liter bottles of milk? That's not much.
Yeah.
Jesus,
That's not much.
What's wrong with you?
That's
I don't
really
like
not
carrying
much.
bottles of milk.
All right,
I'm
but
just saying, if you had to, you
Four,
could.
If you
4
had to.
kilos, it's like 4 large water bottles. Are you crazy? That's a lot.
No, it's
Jesus
4.
Christ.
No, it is certainly more than that. Let's see
Yeah,
here.
okay.
It is more than 60 pounds.
Oh god, that's more. That's okay. So like
Okay,
30
good, okay,
kilos.
okay, good thing I have a bag of holding them. That's what
They're 3 feet in diameter.
Yeah.
Good thing I
Okay.
got-
It's
Good thing I got a bag of
it's like a
holding.
big fucking thing.
All right. Yeah. So let's presume they're like 30 kilos. That's a lot.
Yeah, so we might potentially need you,
Like a
you to
TV.
very carefully telekinesis the eggs down into my bag.
That's like a child, like bigger than a child. Or some children. It depends on the child, I guess. American children. Mhm.
Also, they're too big to get in a bag of holding. Bag of holding is only 2 feet in diameter. Mouth.
Ah.
They're too big. You can't
Well.
really stuff them in there.
Okay, we are definitely more limited to like say one per person here.
They're big
Yep.
and heavy as fuck. Yeah.
Great.
I think I've got.
You
Rope.
also say that they shines in silver and reflects light very efficiently.
Well,
Well, the price would be easy to see them with our light rounds. Then.
true. Purple worms are blind anyway, right? So
They don't care.
Doesn't
about
matter
the
about that.
parasites. I usually attracted to them.
I've got 5 foot of silk rope that I remember digging out of some like Quagoff shit.
I got like
So that they're usually gathered in clusters at the ceiling of the room, covered in a thick layer of resin, which will
Okay.
need to be chopped or cut through, which can be an arduous process. While, of course, climbing sort of head hanging down, using one hand to just slowly cut them out, and then being prepared to catch them when they fall. Very heavy,
I mean,
of course. usually 40 feet up.
40 feet up.
I mean, this all sounds like stuff Roland can do, though. So,
Yeah, we have ways.
Good. She
Yep.
believes you. You wouldn't have come here without a plan, surely.
Yeah.
I mean, we just haven't come up with the plan. We came in here with the skills that we know we can tackle any problem in theory.
Nah.
Well, I mean, with enough creativity, you can do anything. But
We'll see how it goes.
we'll see how it goes.
There's
We'll
some
wing
of the definition. It sounds like the perfect rock job for a rogue class, though. So.
We skip ahead like half an hour, and so all the eggs are shattered around you.
It's been a horrible
Uh,
disaster.
Yeah, let's. I mean, she thinks you were lucky to find her,
Uh-huh.
and also that she was lucky you found her. As turns out,
That's more like it.
you can certainly press on, desire to.
Yes, please.
The path becomes more and more treacherous, less and less stable, and quite clearly sort of heavily porous from the many tunnels constantly dug. However, it also begins to be more and more of a granite, sort of thick rock that is less likely to just crumble and fall. Hannibal will whisper in whispered conversation that this is to ensure that the caverns do not collapse and that the purple worms can actually build something out of them. Beyond that, these heavy rocks also carry the tremors much more easily than the sandy rock outside. Hence the location here at the root of the mountains. As you are brought in. Perhaps, as predicted, however, could you all give me acrobatics checks as tremors go off
Yes.
as you near this place?
Right now.
Yes.
Oh, pretty average. Well, me and Gesh are probably gonna die.
I think you just fall. I think you
I
just
did
fall
okay.
over.
Nah, we're totally gonna die.
No.
These are purple
Yeah.
worms we're talking about.
As there's a tremor and the soft ground above under your feet collapses, and you fall. Not really much to do about it except
Oh.
for falling and trying to deal with the shake.
Roll.
Those of you who failed, you're looking at DC 12 here.
Oh, come on.
So it's Cyrilla and Gesh.
If I had advantage, I would have had it. Damn it.
You take 11 bludgeoning damage, and you're prone as you basically the others manage to like grab the sides, like slide down, while you just sort of tumble and smash into the rocky floor.
I just fall into lead.
What looks like an old tunnel, the bottom part here, collapsed at some other point. Quite clearly this was dug by the purples.
Oh wait, I need to... Okay, I made my concentration. Let me just put that as a thing. Alright, there we go.
I'm saying I got 26, so Roland had like a 10-point landing there.
I think that Cyrilla just assumed that her chivalrous group would try and help her. But no.
I didn't have time to. The place was
It's hard to help when you're also falling at the same time.
Son of a bitch.
I don't have featherfall, unfortunately.
Should have softened my blow with your own bodies.
Well, Liam tried to grab her, but her ego was too heavy for him. So he was-
Bastard. Can we get up easy enough?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Seems the cabin is fairly empty except for a bunch of rubble here. Ahead, a musky smell comes, most likely from purple worm leavings.
Oh, good.
And I will say that it's pretty natural for them to do this around their nest.
Oh, good.
And Gesh will telepathically tell the others the drow not included because he doesn't want to scare her. That this is probably the point where words are now ill-advised.
Yeah, I was thinking about healing me and Gesh, but that requires words, so
It's not that
we
much.
have,
It's
we have
fine.
potions
No,
if you really
it's-
need it.
it's enough. I mean, well, the noise is enough.
So what's the approach? Rolling first, I take it?
Yeah, I think Ron's going to go first, trying to be as quiet and light step as he can.
Yeah,
Have you guys follow?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
from a distance.
It's
I'll
also
follow him
completely
closer.
dark here. So,
Well, Roland has a glowing sword. Plus dark vision, so Roland's fine.
Liam also has a glowing sword.
Yes. Pull that 60-foot
she will
radius out.
follow. She will follow outside of the light radius. You move here. What's this? This is not really.
Goodness. Goodness
There's
me,
like
what
a,
is that?
There's like a wall. That's not. There's not a wall.
No, it's just because you can't see far enough to reveal it. Wiggle gash check. As you move forward here, you see a cavern that has a quite nice diversity of fungi in it. Lots of it seems to grow in a particularly big like patch of this slick white slimy stuff, having basically spread the mycelia of the mushrooms sort of to cover this slimy mucus floor with it. The mucus seeming to once have been very thick and sort of probably very heavy to walk through, move through. I mean, who knows what it even is? But now it is dried out, and the fungi seem to have covered. Amongst them, however, there does seem to be like a body that's climbed on top of one of the bigger mushrooms, perhaps to stop making tremors, and has since then died there. It appears to be wearing like some drow rags. So
Well, I'm
got
going to communicate
my
this, but communicating is a terrible idea, so he's not going to say anything. Keep going.
I thought you were gonna say he had like magical armor. I was gonna be like,
as he looks,
Yes, please. As he looks.
just there's gonna be some climb to get through. It appears to be rather steep.
Roland will gesture to the others to, they can come right up now.
Mm-hmm. Liam will fetch some of the silk rope he has. And
We have rope that's not too hard.
yeah, rope should help.
Want to give a boost by advantage of?
Sort of hand over some.
As you move here, however, you hear rustling from the mushrooms. As your presence seems to have brought more nice, delicious organic matter here. The creature's apparently ready for whatever might fall when a cavern collapses. I'll do a bit of initiative.
Oh, this is fun in an area where we're not supposed to speak.
oh, not these.
No, admittedly.
Continue my streak.
I feel like in an area where, like, is there going to be fighting? Like,
As from
Oh,
the underbrush of
no.
the mushroom, swarms of insects quickly sort of scurry towards the nearest target.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking bastard things.
Attempting to cover the people. Liam in insect bites.
Nope.
Failing. Riordan. You can hear this scuttling of more gathering together into these swarms.
It's avoid
Fighting
spells for the time,
creatures.
I think.
spells are fine now. I don't know.
I'd say avoid them. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
you
we're
just
gonna
whack
make-
off him or a rapier or something?
yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
I'd
Just, I'd rather just like run away if it's possible. But
You could aid me and run away.
I mean,
I'd rather smack it. I mean, I have a good dex anyway.
how good's your climbing?
Not good. I've got acrobatics, but I don't have athletics unless
Hmm.
I can somehow jump 20 feet off someone's head. But I don't think so.
It's a bit much to jump.
Yeah. I'll just whack the centipede. My rapier. It's not gonna do much though, because it's not bludgeoning. So.
Sure, you stab some centipedes.
Right.
The swarm, of course, seems unconcerned as the ones that get hit die.
Can I move below
They do
Roland?
not threaten anything. So
I'll move here
yeah.
then.
Roland.
Roland will try to slice and dice centipedes off of Liam
Hmm.
using using a sword of pure light.
Are they flanked? Like,
There's
you
no
know what I
flanking
mean?
in this.
There's no flanking.
No, but I mean, it's sneak attack.
My sneak attack qualifies, yeah. As long as
Yeah.
as long as I have at least one ally adjacent, you're technically adjacent.
I am. I'm covered in them.
I mean, you
Holy-
threaten them, right?
I
And
assume.
that's like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I fumble.
Wow.
Great.
Alright. It's hard to sneak attack when they're on his face.
Mhm.
Light sword.
Fine,
no.
I'll use the smaller weapon. Wow, 11. Wow.
No,
Two.
you cannot find the place to strike without particularly stabbing him in the face.
Jeez. Well,
Sure.
rip Ronan. She will step forward and try and cut some red centipedes. For a 25 for 8 and 8 for 16.
Apparently, you care less about accidentally potentially hitting his face.
It's already not the prettiest, so he can afford some scars. Maybe it'll make him look more dangerous.
Small centipedes.
Oh God! They're on.
It's like poetic karma.
That's true. Nope.
Their bites are nothing against the thick armor.
Yeah. The Ankeg armor.
There's more of them. Scurry over here. Going on Gash, but having no time to bite him. Liam.
I guess Liam will stab at the centipedes on him.
Alright. That makes sense.
I can't.
I'll put him here while you do your turn.
Yes. Alright, well, centipedes.
Are the
So-
centipedes resistant to radiant damage as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, shouldn't
I
have
hope
taken
not.
16?
They should
Or-
have take.
The base damage there.
Okay. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Slashing, so. I forgot you switched your weapon. I thought you had to still have your mace.
No, my mace does like no damage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is a 35 on the first hit.
That is so much
That
damage.
killed. Yep. And on the second hit, will go on Cyrilla's swarms then. For a 38.
My God.
It's the holy weapon, man.
It's so good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
There's much
powerful.
of the damage.
Still
Just
have to
cut into
cleave,
them.
right?
Yes, I can cleave. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
So,
Do
retrieve
it all again. Push it real good.
So 15 damage.
Mhm.
Yay.
Yeah.
Swarm is dispersed.
Snick snack. On the blade.
Giving a small moment of respite before more of them.
It's fine. It's fine. I can still do the burst from your weapon, but I don't think we'll need it.
Gash.
Gash will dodge because he doesn't have anything without verbal components, and that's
Yeah.
not distract any worms.
Alright.
Good idea.
He'll dodge.
Jordan.
Can I? Did you put the rope up, Liam?
No,
No.
we were about.
We didn't get a chance to.
Can I just try and climb this anyway?
Sure, yeah.
Athletics. Oh,
Why is it?
15.
Outlook, I don't care.
Yeah, you can make half your movement up.
Alright, so that's 15. Yeah, I'll just stay here and keep watch. Well, actually, do I have a ranged weapon? Well, no, that's my action anyway. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine.
Well then.
I didn't get enough Gash's face. Go over here and try to get Novgesh's face.
Sure.
I believe in you.
Do it. Wow.
No.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Oh my god.
That is-
Dark. Go home. Just.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you're,
at least these aren't stealth rolls, right?
you're drunk, guard.
What job, man?
But it just, I mean, it is hard to sneak stab them without.
Maybe worms are just your secret phobia. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Cyrilla.
I'm gonna hopefully do better than that. And try and get the guys off of me. Oh, that's pitiful damage. But
Something.
it's
I
something.
mean, it is a long sword.
It is.
Anything
No, God no.
Alright. So also try to attack Gash with disadvantage.
Go, Gash, go.
And hits regardless.
Right.
I can't
take
help
that
it,
damage plus
Speak.
their poison.
Chilling poison. Oh god.
If I could telepathically speak to people, then I could do it that way, but I can't.
It's a con save for half.
Oh, concept half. Well, I already decided that I would fail it, so let's find out if that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, that's fairly true.
I have yet to roll higher than a 2 on anything.
Liam.
Apparently I haven't either.
I mean, you've only rolled twice, so.
No, I've rolled 4 times. Initiative and the.
Let's see, where's
You did a persuasion check earlier that was 20.
Where's my bat?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I want my bat help.
Don't put yourself down.
You don't need no bat.
Yeah, he needs to help me fight the worms.
You leave him behind half the time.
No, it's just he
Poor
doesn't
guy.
follow me in the map transitions. Because Monica didn't copy him, so. there we
Just
go.
keep an
Yay.
unbonus token. I usually get your tokens by dragging a box.
Alright, advantage on the first attack. Let's go. Hoya! So it is slashing magical damage. I don't know if that supersedes
No.
their damage resistance. No.
Sometimes it does, but not in these guys.
Okay. Well, there we go. Move over here and cleave.
If it does, it'll say non-magical bludgeoning or slashing.
Ignore the second attack. Crit.
Oh.
So, all right.
Die.
Or the second attack, and the first is
Could
definitely
kill
not.
your damage.
Oh, is
It's
this the
so
one with the
much
extra-
damage. Look at that.
Yeah, it's the one that just
What is
destroys
that?
everything.
You should
Crit.
probably add that to that weapon just so you remember.
7. Look, that's so much damage. Oh my god.
You should add
Th-
4.
this-
Well, that's
this is why I
actually
feel inadequate.
90. Is that 14? So
This is
90 damage.
Great sword envy.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
why.
Silent envy.
This is why I put this on. His sword.
90
that was
damage.
on.
One attack. Like, what?
One crit.
He's roll and just flail at the worms and he's like one swing. Just cleaves them all.
Somehow cuts through all of them. This
Yeah,
just doesn't make
it's
sense.
like one of those Japanese
As
things.
no more centipedes. Like there's still some, but they're not enough to threaten you. They just wiggle them out. Who knows? They
Yeah,
might
but-
starve to death soon.
Looks up and down at Gesh, frowns. I have a healing potion if you want one.
Yeah. I think I would.
Sure, I'll give you one of my potions. Potion of healing.
Halldamir will silently lower word.
See how much did I do? 2d4 plus 2.
2.
Amazing.
That's not the most, but I've had it for ages, and you might as well.
Yeah.
Roland,
Might as
did you do your climbing check?
I
rolled
think rolled
14.
Arcana instead, which comes at 14 though, because when I put the quick bonus in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 14 is good. You're fine.
I assume so because we all just succeeded, so I was assuming I succeeded.
Yeah.
Liam will climb up the rope.
Not that hard to climb when you don't have any distress. Like,
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, we can
And
take
then-
10 on it, right?
And then Liam will assist the others.
I don't think you can do that in 5e.
Can't you?
Assist?
No,
Oh,
take
take
5.
10.
No, take 10.
I don't think so.
I thought you could.
no, I mean it's something you can do if you're not pressed. Though here, failure does matter.
Okay,
Because you will make noise, so.
that's true.
Now
Are
that
you
we're
assisting? So
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
give
can get
I give
advantage.
advantage with the rope.
Yeah,
16.
Oh, double 8.
Oh no.
So really, not enough to fall on your ass, but you can't. Like it's like you pull you up and it gives away.
Huh, well,
It's like just hold the rope and I'll drag you up.
I
You can
guess
try again.
I'll try again. Ah,
Oh my
9.
gosh.
That's a solid
I mean, 9. You have the same. You
Yeah.
basically. It's
God damn it.
Done.
Too much ankeg.
if Liam had not helped you there, you would have fallen down your back, crashing
There we
loudly.
go.
Oh, no.
21.
Oh,
That's-
you managed to pull yourself up though. Again, Liam probably feels like he was very good that he was there to.
Yeah.
It's this ankeg play and concentrating at the same goddamn time.
At the end, Liam was just hold the rope. I'll pull you up.
Ah, ah.
As
That's
you
right,
enter this room, it's fairly nondescript, same stone as the shore. More carcass pieces. Perhaps this once was a lair of some kind for some sort of creature. There's lots of bones and stuff. Looks like mainly like elves, dwarves, goblins, surface creatures. Probably these purple worms are close enough that they sort of go up to hunt and like. You've heard stories, some man was traveling to visit his family and he just saw like where the village had been, there was just a plowed field. The whole thing had been swallowed by the earth. That's how these things hunt. And you see some nice piles of like pooped out bones laying about. As you look further through the room, you can see a chasm or what looks like a pit. There.
Well, Ron's going to kind of move in further. Kind of scanning from side to side, like taking a look towards the pit and towards the other way out, just to see if he sees anything else.
You don't see another way out. There seems that you're kind of closed in here. Maybe there'll be enough air in this place at least to keep you on for a bit. But
Right, so what's this over here?
it's nothing. It's a wall.
Okay, just doesn't look like on our end.
Huh.
Close look over at the pit.
At the bottom of it seems to be a bunch of drow bodies. And as Roland's light sort of shines down there, he sees that upon one of the bony fingers there's a ring that shines brightly, as if new.
How far down is it?
It is 50 feet.
50 feet down?
Can
Mage hand.
It's a bit too far for Mage Hand alone. I
can levitate you down.
It's
To Mage
fine.
Hand it.
No, that requires a casting of something.
Oh,
Which
true. Yeah.
I can climb.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Liam will fasten the rope up here. That should give him advantage since he has a rope, and then he'll climb down.
As he gets to the edge, actually,
Oh.
and as Roland does as well, with your passive perception, it's enough to see that some of these like stalactites are not exactly stalactites. Some of them have small tendrils hanging from them.
No,
Oh no.
ropers.
Oh.
No, let's not.
It seems that you have a moment to choose whether you will go close or not,
No,
given that you saw
I,
them.
It's a ring.
Ropers
eyes
suck.
on the prize.
Magic.
Why is everything we could obtain has a massive risk to it? Let's just not.
You can like leave and try to get 50 feet away from the pit to not.
The thing
be
is,
in
if we're
range.
gonna fight ropers, we need to cast spells. I don't think we can take them.
I
No, let's
disagree.
just leave. We're leaving. Out.
And, like you can like go to the other side of the cavern to hang out.
Oh my god.
I
The
think
potential
both
prize down there. Huh, the value.
both Gash and Cinder have the same expression right now.
However,
thing.
yeah. Do you still have that potion of invisibility, Roland?
Ooh.
I don't have a potion of invisibility, no.
Oh, I gave you one like ages ago, but you probably have used it by now.
I know one thing, right? Roland's not happy about this seemingly no way out. He's gonna like carefully like search over like all the walls he can away from the Grover pit and see what he can find.
Mhm.
See if anything seems like maybe like an easy way to move through.
Investigation.
Yes, investigating. That seems appropriate.
as far as Roland can see, these walls are fairly strong and solid. Made of granite rock. They're not likely to collapse anytime soon. The ceiling could collapse a bit in here, perhaps, but other than that, I mean, lots of bones about. Seems like whatever bones are here, though, they have nothing fancy on them. Most likely, surfacers, farmers, and the like have been swallowed at some point. As you sort of walk around here, you can hear like a distant, like rumbling sound.
Cirilla will like point back towards this way with like a quizzical look, like shrug her shoulders, trying to convey like, do we go that way?
Well, Gesh will look over to our drow buddy. What does he seem to think? She.
Is not close to you because light is staying behind, and so hasn't really gotten a look at the room at all.
I mean,
I would retract the shining blade.
Yeah, Gesh will telepathically tell you that as he'll sort of slowly wander over here.
She begins to make some hand signals to Gesh.
No.
is it thieves' cant? Because the
Drow sign language.
Oh.
if it was thieves' cant, then Ronan
I
could
don't-
Wait. If you use the helm, can't you understand any language, or does it have to
Probably
be?
not sign language.
I don't know.
Not any spoken language.
Yeah.
A little dismayed as you look at her, clearly not comprehending.
I mean, I have I have
she
parchment
will-
and stuff she can write on if she.
Look into the room, look around quickly, nod to herself, and then quietly sit down, crossing her legs and arms, just against the wall.
Does it like judging from her, does it look like she's like kind of waiting for something to happen, or like
She gestures around for people to sit down.
Okay.
Cirilla will
Alright.
sit
I
down.
feel like she's waiting for another cave in Roka.
Seemingly accepting that there's nothing she can do to do anything. You can hear another rumble. Doubtlessly the worms are moving about somewhere out there.
So this ring.
Yeah, I'm more considering the ring now.
There's nothing else to do at the moment.
I feel like it could be a thing that could help us here.
As Gesh out of his,
Seems
his
to be content waiting around.
Gesh out of his pouch will pull a piece of parchment and sort of throw it towards Liam. As Gesh will point towards the ring, and then realizing that he could just use telepathy, will tell him, "This is a scroll of spider climb. Do you think that would be useful in retrieving our valuables over there, despite the opposition?"
And they would say, well, the ropers, they would grab us and hold us in the middle of the air and try to eat us. I mean, I could certainly try to fight them, but I would be hanging fairly alone up there and without spell support. Shrugs. It could be done, depending on how many there are. Many ropers?
Not sure.
Not sure.
I have something I can try.
Roller will also make a motion like you could try.
I have one spell which doesn't have verbal components, and it's actually a really good one.
Time to
Yeah,
check
right.
verbal components,
Yeah,
guys.
Roland's always willing to, if nothing else, to try and sneak past the ropers.
I mean, yes, if you can try to sneak past the ropers and grab it, that might be
I have one little idea, and I don't know what you're planning on, Sheep, but mine are never mind, because I use my lyre for my material components, so it technically is still sound. So never mind. I was gonna cast minor illusion, but
Can either Liam or Roland point out whereabouts the ropers are? They're at least fairly stationary, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, you see some beautiful stalactites, a bunch of them. Top of the cave. they're really indistinguishable, like which ones are ropers and which ones are not from this distance.
Okay. Do you think a minute will be enough for you to go down there, get the ring, and go back?
I think Roland definitely was
Yeah,
more tight.
Easily.
10 rounds, even if I were move at half speed, that's certainly doable.
I mean, rolling with the spider climb might be even quicker.
Yeah, he
Either
has
way.
much higher speed, but it's just the climbing aspect of it might be a bit more difficult.
Well, spider climb removes that completely.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe we both have +9 climb anyway, so that's kind of the point.
Yeah, better choice would be the speed of your character. So
I mean, you could also use your stealth to try and see if you can do it.
Yeah.
Without
Hopefully
triggering.
untentacled. I hope untentacled.
yeah, you know, if you don't need to climb down a rope, you can try and stealth climb your way down. You have a good bonus on it, so I don't see why not.
I mean, I have as good a bonus as we're going to get.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Gesh could always do his. If Roland is spotted, then he casts his spell.
But it would be potentially difficult to exclude Roland from what I want to do.
Well, maybe if you tell us what you're doing, we can plan it better.
Hypnotic pattern does not have verbal components.
what kind of spell is it?
It's a
It's a charm
30-foot cube charm spell.
But
Well,
if
Well, on
the
the bright side, it's charm, so I get 2 saves. The other hand, your DCs are ridiculous, so that probably doesn't do
But-
much.
Yeah.
if it doesn't specify that it's got a height and the ropers are above where
No, it's
Roland
a-
will be.
It's a 30-foot cube, so you can cast it in the air.
Yeah, so
you don't
technically-
have
Since
to-
it's 50 feet down, he can probably cast it and exclude Roland, as long as Roland's at the bottom.
Well, yeah.
So, it should be fine.
I mean, yeah, you can cast it on a single 5-foot plane, or like a single plane. It doesn't have a height
No, it's
to
a
it.
30-foot cube.
it's a
It's not a
30-foot cube.
30-foot like rectangle. It's a
You
cube.
need to aim it at there.
Okay.
You can't just cast it into a wall and have the effect through the wall.
Most spells function like that. They're usually the Z plane doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. So, like,
It's
Dawn
like Dawn.
specifies how high it is.
Yes, in a cube, so that also includes height included. in that.
Cube,
Like,
cube
so
is a
you
3D
don't-
shape, though, so it's...
like, you don't have to put it
yeah.
at the floor, is the point. That's the point I'm making here. You don't have to put it at the floor. So,
Yeah.
we can try this if we want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a ring.
Yeah, I want a ring. If I can be spider climbed up, I'm going to go towards it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how scrolls work, but you have one now.
Do you use it?
Does it require verbal components to activate a scroll?
I don't
I
think
would say no.
so.
It's fine.
Then, yeah, I'll try to
Scroll
use it.
burns up, and you get the use of the spell as if you had cast it.
In which case, I will stealth this way and try to work my way down.
I believe it's concentration, all right?
Yes.
That's fine. I can maintain concentration.
Yeah. So you move over here. You're trying to be stealthy, so
Yep,
let's see stealth roll.
Oh, I have advantage on this.
Mhm.
29.
Wow.
Yeah. You move and you become Ash Shadow. The cloak you wear, sort of making you meld in with the floor and such. As you move here.
They've got disadvantage. Let's
See
see.
if your
as well.
tentacles dangling from above.
Literally, they have disadvantage to actively trying to find me.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I will sneak down and try to grab the ring.
Sure. Could you do a climb check?
I don't know what spider climb provides, if anything.
Oh yes, spider
Yes,
climb. No,
It
no
just
matter.
ignores it.
You
Spider
can
climb lets you just walk on walls.
You can walk perfectly fine.
So I walk down the pit.
Sure. Below you see a tether of bones, mostly drow bones, probably from other people who've been in the cave you've been in. And then a lot of them seem to have injuries that suggest falling or being, missing body parts and then crushed bones laying there as well. Falling or like being eaten seems to be the main causes of death here. I should go down here.
On
The one thing that I suppose though you don't have a light with you now. Yeah.
No light, but I do
But the ring does not shine up when you don't put light there. Having a light blade makes you pretty obvious to see even.
No light, put away. It was put away for the drow anyway. So
Yeah. You can look around. Thinking about would you do like a perception or investigation? I'll let you decide which. If you just take a quick look or do you
Would
look
he
about? Or...
still have advantage though, because we have seen the ring?
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah,
like-
that's fine. You can have advantage.
I'll do investigation. I'm slightly better at it. I'll take a solid, like, make sure I solidly make sure I
All right,
check.
yeah. Let's do it.
16.
Yes, that's good enough. You look around and you do indeed find the ring on a bony finger. You manage to acquire it, assuming you want to pick it up.
I would like to.
All right, pick it up.
I then like,
Shine
I then
it
like
nice.
to walk back up the wall.
Yeah, you can walk back up the wall.
Oh, good
Yay.
work, both of you. Gesh and
Yes,
Rahal.
as you guys probably, I mean, that none of you can see him.
Nope.
So
Well, nothing bad happened, so I'm assuming he's okay.
Unfortunately, by the rules of stealth, it's basically, unfortunately, eventually at some point they'll realize, oh wait, I'm no longer in
oh,
cover.
yeah.
No,
Once there's a dude right next to you,
Like I can only stay stealth next to someone for like 3 seconds, but it breaks. So,
Liam will give him a thumbs up.
as Roland will head over silently towards Gesh and kind of hold out the ring to help joint examine.
it has a couple of symbols on it. Appears to be a dagger with 8 legs spread out around it.
That's nice.
Sounds spidery.
I'm sure that's like a symbol.
Like a dagger from
Uh,
above, and then the 8 legs like curling around it from below.
Is this something Reardon can recognize?
You could try like a history check.
History?
Would
Yeah.
probably be the way to do it. It is disadvantage because it is not history you would have like
Yeah.
learned of on the surface.
I've got history trained. Let's give it a go.
However, that's enough because you have encountered. This. It's a DC 10. You have encountered this symbol somewhat before. You would recognize it as, though you don't know exact history, it is a symbol used by the Drow that at one point rebelled against Lolth and the matriarchs. The symbol is a dagger piercing the heart of a spider, killing it.
Get behind these guys.
An old ring.
How rebellious.
Mm.
It's,
It was a rebellion led by male Drow mages.
Of course.
Hence why there's a lot of they don't have it well. Often. They're not allowed to have any real political power. They have to suck up a lot.
Well, at least we have a cool ring now.
well, perhaps we should talk to the Drow about the Drow symbol.
Do we think it's magical at all?
Probably.
It's in perfect condition, so.
If it wasn't the ring, if it wasn't magical, it might have been damaged or broken at this point.
Or at least
Yeah,
dirty.
Since Gesh has kind of like, he can do telepathy here. He can like telepathically like ask questions. We can like nod to it. So like, can we do an aid to Gesh as he like examines?
Sure.
There we go.
All
Gesh
right,
can examine, and then tell us what it actually is if he knows. I'll give you a
Examine. 26.
Roll.
Critical examine.
All right. Well, can't really hide anything from Gesh, it turns out. Yeah, he looks at it and he sees that this appeared to be a rather powerful ring of magical ability, forged perhaps by some Drow Archmage at some point, likely given to some sort of elite that might be required. For what this is going to do is it is a ring that allows you to never be held down or restrained. It is in fact a ring of free action.
Yes.
While you wear
Yes.
it, difficult terrain doesn't cost you any extra movement. Magic cannot reduce your speed, nor can you magically be paralyzed or restrained. Someone
Yes,
can still
please.
grab you, but magic can't do it.
Yeah. Freedom of
Did they help?
movement in a ring.
Yeah,
As
help
Lol's
them against the
favorite magic
rovers.
will be useless against someone wearing this
I
ring.
would like that a lot.
I mean, I imagine a lot of people on that ring.
I actually have.
As the party looks at one another,
I have it
"Fine, give it to
prepared,
me."
so I just.
It's my birthday.
I mean, at least there's no squabbling because no one is allowed to talk except Gesh, which fits in very well.
Oh, no one can possibly know what this
At the
does.
same
Guess
time, it means
it is a useless ring as he puts it on.
Yeah.
well, Roland's still holding the ring. He just hold it out, hold it.
Gesh will share his faults on the ring, and he's not. I mean, it's nice. He'd like it.
It requires attunement.
Which means regardless, it doesn't matter who's wearing it right now. Because it won't do anything. So,
Just don't forget it because
Correct.
it's a good ring.
so what was it called? Was it
I'll
called?
write them down.
It's a ring of free action.
Okay, I'll mark it down that Roland has it. For now, we can distribute it later.
I really want that ring.
I can give myself freedom of movement. I just need to be able to speak to be able to do it.
So the chamber we're currently in, is there anything towards the ceiling, or is it just...
The ceiling is not that high. It looks like the ceiling is pretty porous. With a punch, like a force, you could probably knock out and bury the chamber.
Let's not do that.
I guess we'll just inspect the walls or something. Maybe there's more illusions. Who knows?
I mean, we've
Liam
already
will-
done that.
Roland already
We've already
inspected
done
the
that.
walls.
Oh.
But you can certainly all go around and inspect
I
the
mean,
walls and find that they're nice. and granite.
Liam will drag his hand like very softly, poking the wall softly here and there, just to be like, is there an illusion here? Maybe.
As he does that for a little while, it seems that there's no illusion.
Well, then he shrugs.
Did
That doesn't know what
Roland see anything down the pit, like a way out, or was it just?
No, it appeared to just be a pit, probably a hole at some point that had been a vertical down, like dug hole by one of the purple worms, but it has since collapsed from the ceiling, making like these like spiky protrusions at the top, and burying whatever exit might have been below.
Oh, okay. So it seems like the only way out is to collapse the ceiling.
No.
Where we dropped in the first place, Monaco.
Mhm.
How's the ceiling look there? As Roland could
A collapsed thing. Basically, you drop down from over here, and it has buried the path.
The thing is, if we collapse the ceiling, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
And
saying.
You will likely be buried. Yes.
And is it the same thing over here? Is there anything here in this room?
The ceiling here is a little more robust. It looks like this might be a safe place to like hang out for a while without the ceiling collapsing on you. The fungi having been here for long enough, though it seems like the walls here have been replaced a few times, meaning that purple worms have probably dug and then like redug paths and caverns through.
Ah.
It sounds like this is the kind of thing that Roland might want to actually try more closely examine these walls and see if there's anything.
If you find a place that is like weak. No, I can't speak though. This is horrible.
Yeah,
I can't do anything.
That's the
useless.
thing. If I could speak, I could just use meld into stone, and I could just
I mean,
move.
wouldn't get the party out. That's the problem.
Well, I could find like I could go into the stone and just walk around like
And
part of
find
the stone.
passage that I could stone shape a way to. if it's
Exactly.
close enough.
Yeah.
Yes, as you really try different things and look around and inspect every part of the cavern wall, taking quite a bit of time to do this, like maybe like 20 minutes more of looking about. Whatever spells you have running have run out at this point, and you probably begin to lose a little bit of hope, maybe feel a little bit sweaty at the thought of being buried here alive with random fungi. Seems like whoever died on them didn't do so well eating them. You hear in the distance a loud, like a loud rumble. Not as much a sound, just as a quake.
Well, let's get out of the easily collapsible chamber and go to the slightly sturdier
Your
chamber.
drow companion stands up and in surprise looks about, somewhat alarmed. Doing quick signs to you before stopping herself because you can't understand them. Reaching for some piece of paper or something.
Sure, Reardon will pass.
And scribbling quickly, though, perhaps half falling as like sand drizzles from the ceiling and such. As another quake happens.
What?
Roland is standing perfectly still in this other room.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. The paper, as she quickly scribbles down something, will say quakes are drow made.
Ah.
As you moved to this part of the cave, you might be happy you did, because from the wall suddenly springs a massive creature,
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, hi there.
smashing a hole,
Hey, buddy.
just rearing and worming its way through, smashing, breaking, into the hole, you can hear cracking and breaking of rock as it moves rapidly in the direction of where this quake came from. Leaving in its path a tunnel.
It's time.
Run!
Go, go, go.
Not
Alright.
run.
Let's
Let's
take it
go.
off.
Steady.
Maybe not run.
Okay, maybe not run, but
Just wait a second here
Oh.
while I
of course.
change like vision blocking. Quite a lot of it, I should understand. Feeling perhaps a bit of fresh air.
That's
Well-
oddly disconcerting.
Not really fresh air, different air.
Okay.
I imagine a lot of things seem like fresh air compared to this room.
Yeah, you would believe so. Again, once you get to the surface, it's almost hard not to like, fresh air at this point to your characters would feel like that the mintiness you have once you've eaten something really like
Mm.
minty. Like you sort of, ooh, that's cold.
It's like
And,
harsh to your lungs.
Yeah, from the difference of not having dust and grime in it.
Just say when we can move.
Yeah, I'm still doing it.
Yeah, of course. Just checking.
I won't forget to suddenly like
Oh, you
You
haven't
didn't
moved for
move
5
fast enough,
minutes.
you all
sit
die.
there for
Yeah.
6 hours.
Don't worry.
Looking at
Yeah, that's
Mm.
fine.
like, well, I guess you guys didn't do anything for like. Just took a long rest right there.
Yeah.
I'm going. I need to go to the toilet. Valky, you can drag me along.
A personal
Okay.
long rest.
It's like the opposite of what you normally do.
Oh man. Yeah, so it turns out that freedom of movement is a non-concentration 1 hour
Yeah,
duration.
That's great.
It's really good.
It's so good.
Helps you with all your restraining problems.
Well, yeah, I mean restraining.
If you a restraining order, you just freedom of movement it.
That's true.
Uh,
That's-
give the robbers.
Screw you, Bill
restraining
Gates.
order.
I'm allowed to see you now. Son of a
Can't keep me
bitch.
out of your house.
Yeah.
Must
Fucking
stay
freedom of
more than
movement.
50 feet away from my person.
All right, here we go. This should be fine.
All right, let's go,
Move.
people.
Gesh gets here and everything's revealed. It's insanely long vision.
Oh yeah.
As you look into a, do you have light with you? I should ask. If not, deactivate it.
I do.
I don't know how to do anything with Roland if he does have any light on him.
Cirilla always puts like a light spell on a stone that she carries around.
Mhm.
She'll put it
And
in her
stay
pocket for when
dark
it needs to
then.
be dark.
Enter. What you see here is a rather large chamber, a very large chamber. In fact, about 40 feet high. Very much as it was described. It is covered. The walls are covered in sort of a thick, sticky resin, probably made from the purple worm's spittle. Around here, you can see bundles of people, or remains of them, old blood splatters and the like. Signs that whatever creatures that might have tried to get to these eggs before you have certainly met an unfortunate fate for them. The cavern is covered in the ceiling with a large amount of like thick spider webs bound along strands of this sticky resin that goes to the ceiling, where it clutches of big orby like shiny silver eggs are sort of kept under about half a meter thick layer of this resin stuff that's covering the clusters entirely, keeping them safe and from falling. It seems very thick, almost like a galvanized rubber, though it is somewhat translucent, giving everything sort of milky white color. The chamber is acoustically very well tuned. As you move in here, it almost is as if, like, even in your footsteps let a slight sort of echo, and the many spiderwebs sort of wobble a bit. as you move. It appears currently that there's no other living or like moving thing in here except for you.
Well, I suppose we should get up there and start working.
I'm back. I see eggs.
Go, Roland, go.
Ooh, climb time. Climb.
Yeah. Get up there. If your
Yes, you could begin
spider
climbing these strands.
is your spider climb still going?
Well, I suppose expired as I got told.
Yeah,
Sure.
Well,
roll
depends on the duration of the spell.
it's like
Well, like I said, like basically we were sitting there for so long that our spells expired.
Well, how long is spider climb?
it's an hour, 1 hour.
I believe Malachi said 20 minutes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's an hour spell.
Yes.
So then,
Oh.
there's
Then
still-
rolling can still be concentrating. The walls appear very sticky, most certainly. See a spider climb. What exactly it should you do? Spider climb. You can move up vertical surfaces and upside down ceilings, leaving your hands free. Very useful spell. Whoever kept that around, good job. As you look around, the walls are sticky, and it would probably cost you like once to move 5 feet. You would have to spend 15 feet of movement. However, yeah, with spider climb, you could walk on these walls,
I mean,
Go.
having not to climb the thin
Go.
vibrating strands.
I mean, sure. Roland
Liam.
will go ahead and do that, especially given Roland's just naturally faster than people anyway. He'll do that.
Liam will move to the closest cluster, like underneath it, ready to catch eggs.
As you enter this room, could I have a stealth check from each of you? Assuming you
Sure.
try to be quiet.
It's
I was about to say
15.
Roland's going to be as soft as possible as he moves.
You might as well roll.
I
You
mean, the
could
thing
get
is,
like
you
a
can roll,
20.
The
I
thing is, you
suppose.
can roll minimum of 15.
Yeah, you still roll. You just do
Yeah.
at least 15.
Yeah.
You could get better.
I got
28 on the ceiling here.
15.
15 then.
15.
A stealth check, you say?
If you're coming in, you look like you're outside.
I mean, can I stay outside? I'll,
If you stay like over here, yeah,
that's really far away.
you basically won't be able to participate in the thing.
No, I'll use my inspiration on this stealth,
All right,
which didn't do anything,
Yeah,
but I
11.
tried.
all right.
Yeah.
I'll keep those in mind as you move into the room.
Yeah, I'm on the ceiling.
Staying about behind, looking at the eggs, but being blinded by the bright light being refracted off of their silvery surfaces. Seems to want to go in, but the light keeps her at bay.
Yeah, Roland will try to, as much as it might be a sticky ceiling, do his best to.
You can walk up, begin walking up the ceiling.
He'll do so, walking up the ceiling and walking across.
You notice there's a lot of spider webs here. A lot of them having like a big, like some blood-sucking flies and the stuff around.
He'll do his best not to disturb them.
Well, he's pretty good at that, turns out. As he can go here. It takes him a little bit to go up here. However, compared to climbing the strands, I mean, you have to sort of walk up the wall rather than climb directly up there to these egg things. It takes a little bit longer, but there's no real risk involved, unless, of course, the spell suddenly were to drop his concentrations.
I mean, as it stands, Roland can also move slightly faster than other people, so that's nice.
As the sticky web do a lot to keep him down, basically.
You can essentially, let's see what.
Things.
So a 5 foot square is 15 feet of movement.
Yeah.
In which case, I can move 6 in a turn. Oh yeah, I can move 6 squares a turn, which is nice. That's using my triple dash though.
Might not be wise to do that, given the situation.
Probably
Wanting
stick
to
it
be
just,
stealthy.
yeah, probably stick to one set. Yeah.
He moves. Takes like a minute for him to make his way to the nearest cluster on the ceiling. We'll give you a white aura for being on. As he makes his way there to the big clump of resin,
It's definitely on the ceiling.
really much bigger than he is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does anyone have a net? Or does anyone have a net?
A net.
Net? No.
Yeah.
I've got a
I have my
blanket.
arms.
I
A
mean, he's gonna
blanket
have
is
to
fine.
climb down and up again.
I don't know.
But no, I can drop it. I can catch
Yeah,
it.
but what if you
No.
catch it?
If we take
I
my
mean,
blanket
it's gonna
out,
fall straight down, and Liam is a level 10 hero. I think he can
Yeah.
catch something.
Alright.
that's
I like the idea of using the blanket.
if we
Just
use the
mitigating
blanket
risk here.
and like stretch it out like a fireman's, like the
Yeah.
fireman thing, then
sure.
between Cirilla and Liam, I think we can hold a
Sure,
30-kilo
sure.
egg.
You would think if it takes any damage after the resin is removed, it would instantly break.
No, we'll try with the egg, with
Oh
the
my God.
with the
egg,
blanket.
not the break.
Yes. The break egg. Just do
Egg
it.
break.
Just drop the fucking thing.
Yeah, Roland will do his best to carefully extract an egg.
So we're using a
Roll a
blanket
D4.
thing.
D4. There you go.
All right. As he begins cutting into the outer resin layer, it seems that he manages to do that fairly well on the first egg. Could you roll me another one?
Sure. 4.
The inner resin layer apparently giving him somewhat more trouble. Perhaps his blade at this point is getting like sticky. He doesn't really want to use the light blade because, you know,
I'm probably
Damage
using a
the
combination
eggs.
of my short sword and my
Yeah.
dagger.
so it's wearing like a thick, sticky things, yeah, really like cutting through resin, how you might imagine it would be.
I was trying to do like really careful surgery here, basically.
Hmm. Could you roll me a d20?
I can roll your d20.
A D20 worth of purple worms, sure.
Oh.
18 purple worms.
Well, 18 purple worms, alright.
Hooray! 18
I
is
don't
good,
like
right?
I don't like the tone of that. Oh.
Was a
It's
bad
D20
O.
System, so the higher we roll, the better, right?
2 purple worms.
It's not always
not
like
if
that.
it's a
man.
table.
I don't know. It's depending what's on the table.
It depends on the table. Some are
Yeah.
like low is bad, some are low is good.
Like madness tables.
It's horrible. You never know.
Cirilla will notice it.
Oh, good.
Only one, actually. Well,
Oh.
I
Well, my
should say.
22 perception. I hope I noticed something.
Riordan too, actually. Will notice that from some of these like webby areas, Roland is being approached by 2 giant spiders about to pounce at him while he's cutting these eggs free.
Shoot them.
And I suppose we'll come
What?
into initiative with that.
How?
Maybe?
I don't have one.
How did...
I had to draw one, but it went away.
Let's see.
I'm a spellcaster. Why would I have need for?
true.
Always have a bow, man.
I do have a bow.
You would
I've
not
got
say that if we never had the situation.
I have a bow.
I mean, I will confirm, I still have a bow.
Yeah, but you can't cast
So
spells
Riordan and
immediately.
Cirilla, you can. Well, it doesn't really matter because Riordan's the only one who can act before these guys anyway.
All right. Well,
As you
Let's see.
see 2 giant spiders in the webby stuff. They have cover from attacks from below due to the thick webbing.
Okay.
But you can see them.
Apparently they were to see Roland past all his stealth, unfortunately.
The others don't seem to have really noticed. Maybe Cirilla is like, I don't know. I mean, she just saw them as well.
It's like taking a
Roland
second
is still
look.
just digging into this resin, like standing, like maybe like standing like next to the cluster. No, he doesn't actually have to hold on with his hands. The real danger here would be if he lost concentration.
well. Wait. No. Do I have a crossbow? Oh, I do.
I swear you did, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Sorry, I'm stupid.
Never got rid of our like level
I never
2 one.
used it. That's why I thought. Okay, I have a
Hmm?
crossbow.
Did you have hypnotic pattern? Because that didn't have a verbal component.
It didn't have a verbal component because it has only a material component. I use my harp for my material component. I don't have a component pouch, so
Oh.
I still make noise.
Well, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
It's a bard thing.
a bard problem.
Yeah.
Also,
This is a very unique situation, unfortunately.
also clerics
oh.
have no non-verbal spells.
Yeah.
You have to
Let's see.
proclaim the power of your god.
It's true.
I'll
Silly purple worms. You can scream at them. My licky take you all.
over here and try and
Come
shoot
for me.
at giant spider 15
All right.
disadvantage.
It is not disadvantage for cover. Just it
oh,
gets 2 extra AC.
well, it's not gonna. hit anyway, probably. So
The spider will move to attack Roland with advantage.
oh, I would love to. If I could speak, I would.
23.
That's gonna hit.
8 points of damage and a Constitution save.
Okay, one moment here then.
Just dodge it.
As he's unaware of the attack.
He's unaware, so you can't do
I
anything
can't
about
use
it.
my reactions on this.
No.
Okay, so I'll take the 8 point of damage first.
Well, you should roll the damage together. That's how it works. So do the Constitution save first. Don't have to take 2 concentration saves, just the one. Okay, so you take full poison
Well, yeah.
of 8 more, so a total of 16 damage.
What's the DC?
10.
10.
Still 10, yeah.
Roll a 3, so
I'll go ahead here. I don't know if it's going to roll concentration for me or not, but if it does,
it will.
I'm going to go ahead and spend my inspiration to make sure I can. So I roll twice here on my concentration.
Sure. Wolves is inspired to not lose concentration as the spider suddenly walks
not,
up
not,
behind
to fall,
him.
not to fall off the ceiling, at least.
Like nightmare just appears out of the webs to
I succeed.
Ah, you made it anyway.
I couldn't have known how to see it though.
now you're aware, and now everyone else's turn, so you're all aware now that these guys are here. So as you're here. Well, you probably don't hear Roland, as he probably tries not to.
Roland's very good at being quiet, even under distress.
The spiders seem to be very good at that too.
Guess we'll pick out the good old longbow.
Ye olde longbow.
I haven't used it in a while, but I have it.
I believe it's Hunger's bow. To be precise.
And we'll shoot with the bow at the spider.
Shit, I just realised something. I've got to make a divine strike bow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Divine strike with a bow.
And Nyx will fly up and give Roland advantage against the spider.
I appreciate it.
Gosh.
Well,
There it is.
we'll move forward a bit. And then not do much because he doesn't have a crossbow and he won't make noise. But Bengamancha will give
Cirilla advantage, I suppose.
yeah, that makes sense. Zero advantage against the spider over there.
Alright, Cirilla.
Okay. I will step here and shoot at the spider. 20 for a glorious 7.
Roland.
I'm going to go ahead, seeing the spider, having the spider bite me, kind of grab her to his side, feeling a bit awkward being upside down, looking up at his allies.
You see Nyx fly up behind it with a dagger. He's gonna threaten the spider.
as the spider is distracted by Nyx flying around.
Snack, basically.
Roland's going to go ahead and go in with, I think it's a short sword right now he has, and attempt to stab it. I suppose. Do I get? I don't. Will I have the Centaur aiding? I don't know.
No, I don't know how they will be out here.
I mean, like range attacks, I suppose, but I don't know where they've been all the time. So
They're down below.
yeah. So in which case, no additional bonus on that, but it's as it's written on there then.
Mhm.
9 plus 14.
Just have the spider that falls down.
Oh, Lieb dives to catch it.
Well, the spider.
I mean, if
Alright.
that hits the ground.
Do me a dexterity save.
Ho ho!
Yes.
I mean,
Do it.
That's not gonna work.
I mean, it
Wait,
could.
That's something where oh no, I can't.
You
back
can
up
roll a
to
20.
that's something I could do, but I'm gonna get crushed under. I'm small.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Just need to cushion the blow.
Yeah.
I mean, I could.
I mean,
if it
I could
deals
try.
me damage instead, I'll do it.
Hang on.
'Cause I have the
What was
highest
it? Dex-
dexterity, you guys.
My dex save is 0. I have a fighter with plate mail.
Yeah.
Mine's
You
7.
can make the
so-
dex save. You can throw yourself under it, stopping any noise it might make, or you will take the damage it causes from falling, which is
So-
not
so-
much, givenly.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it.
You'll do it, okay.
Plummets 40 feet down.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
Damage.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Hey,
I mean, yeah, I was
You
gonna
do
say
it, but you
Yeah,
also take.
I'll take damage. It's fine.
That is
Sure.
13 damage. As she goes to be under it as it crashes down on her. She then can roll it like side.
Yeah, Roland will also then go ahead and move 10 feet away from that spider.
Sure.
Choosing not to dash up here because it seems like a terrible idea.
Move closer. Blaring eyes, unable to really see anything here.
Alright, you don't have the holy sword out, so
Will, with disadvantage, try to shoot the spider. No,
No.
could have hit, but the sunlight just makes it.
we don't have sunlight currently.
Oh, you do.
That-
Roland
For
is
what?
showing
Nope.
you, right?
Oh, he's using, he's
No,
using,
he's not.
using short
not.
swords right now.
Oh,
So
okay. And you
So
should,
hits. Right?
you should
15.
edit your light source.
oh sorry, I can fix it.
There are people in the party who can't see anything.
It's no problem.
Given it's pitch black in here. But yeah, then it does hit.
Mostly a problem for Jordan.
Yeah, I know. Me and my pesky
Spider
terrible
goes for the
eyes.
target. Going to bite it, Roland. Ooh, no.
Yeah, that's not hitting.
Missing its chance. Tries. Jordan.
Shoot it again. 10. No. Be 8 really when it recovers, so.
Liam.
You will also shoot at it. Wow. Sharpshooter
Mhm.
Liam. For nice 14 damage.
Gash.
Dash will send Finger Muncher to do a thing and give Cirilla advantage.
Yeah, Nyx gives advantage to
Cirilla.
I'd shoot the spider
roll it.
We do.
for 12.
Holy balls!
Yes.
Maybe I should try and do
Plummeting
this
Yeah,
down.
why not?
instead.
No, I do
Oh,
it. I
Liam.
have more HP and I absorb anyway.
Yeah, but I have more
Oh,
dex, so I can
there's-
avoid the damage.
There's also
No.
the fair point though that Liam can also second wind silently to heal.
All right, sure.
Then I will do it. No, I will.
Oh!
Not me.
Both of you did.
Ta-da!
Yep. Take.
Clock.
Hey, you rolled better than me.
6, 10 damage.
I mean,
Seven damage.
To direct the spider corpse.
See, I'd rather take all of this damage than have a fucking purple worm on our ass.
No,
Should
it's,
look around.
it's fine.
Oh, it's still going to show up. It's just a question of how many.
Yeah. But
No, Liam makes a thumbs up to Roland as we get the blanket ready.
actually, I do. Sorry, hang on. I do wonder. Preserve life, although it doesn't say what its components are, it says as an action you present your holy symbol and evoke the holy energy. I don't think that says anything about
You
speaking.
would say that evoke is probably speaking.
Is it? Though?
Probably, but I'll let it slide. I mean,
This is-
not having spells with verbal components already pretty harsh. Having the channel divinity one.
Make sure in range of Gesh.
Yeah, make sure Gesh gets a bit of that.
Yeah. That's fine.
Though
Uh,
Anne seems like she would like to keep an eye out, and then now that the light is gone, she certainly seems to actively do it. Gesturing for Roland in the it seems to be a continued frustration that you can't speak Drow sign language. That seems to be how they're used to communicating in here. But
Roland's going back to writing the
she will look to Gesh and like gesture for herself, and then point up to Roland.
What?
I guess she's just gonna hand her a piece of paper.
I'm pretty sure she wants the first one. That's what she wants.
She will write that she knows how to get them down safely.
All right. Well then,
Then
Well, get up then.
do it.
yeah. Gash will just use telepathy and say, don't be alarmed, but this is easier to talk. If you know how to get these down easily, then go ahead.
She'll write down that she can't get up there easily. She looks to the sticky strands, but we'll walk towards them, and you can certainly attempt to climb.
I mean, if she couldn't get up there, I don't know why she told us she could help. No, silly lady.
She can get them down. She can't get herself up.
Yeah, so she's useless in that case, right?
We
Like,
can't help her, so
Roland, maybe you can lower down a rope
Why,
or something.
my portable ladder.
The
I
ceiling
mean,
is very.
he's-
I mean, the ceiling is very sticky because I know you attach a rope to it.
his hands are free.
Uh,
Can't he just pick her
You
up?
could, though a person's weight would likely
He's 40 feet up in the air.
out.
Oh, that's a bit much.
He's not going to be able to reach down and pick her up.
He'll begin climbing, effectively, very
Dark
carefully.
heal 10.
Yeah, as Roland can. I mean, you've cut an egg loose. You can. I mean, if you cut another strand, it'll fall. You know.
Yep.
The blanket.
Catch the egg.
We're putting up
Stretch it out.
a blanket to try and catch it.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
like the spiders.
We're blanket
Yes.
catching it.
And if you succeed, you can stop it from taking damage,
I mean,
and yourself for that matter. These things are huge.
I mean, I'd rather
do we
I
get...
take the damage than the egg. Can I sacrifice my own damage to save the egg?
It's both or none.
I mean...
I can't make a deck save, and we have a blanket. Can we get
Yeah,
an
can-
advantage of it at least?
What's going on here?
Well, we need to make a dex save
I
to
mean, the
catch the
difficulty
thing.
is to grab
I can make a deck
grab
save.
a 60+ pound object falling 40 feet without any, without it taking any
Yeah,
damage.
but
I expected this.
Have you ever had that old you have to build something to throw an egg down a stairway or something?
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
like
see.
Do we
the-
all take this, or is it just one person, Malachi?
Someone
I'll
gets to
take
try
it.
to catch it.
I'll take it.
Okay.
that's
be-
why I was
before you
trying
try
to
this, why-
figure out the
why-
blanket thing, because then, like, if people can jump out of a building into effectively a blanket held by a few guys, then we should be able to stop an egg 40 feet. You know?
If it requires a save, I'll do the save.
Yeah.
The drow apparently knows of a way. Why don't we let her show us?
She
I
can't
mean,
get up.
think of it this way: you're dropping a person-sized brick, 40 feet up, and you want it not to take any form of stress or harm in the process.
No scratches even.
Because they're very fragile once the resin is removed.
Gash will tell the drow telepathically, alright, it seems you have trouble getting up there, however, you could just tell us how you do it and we do it for you. Might be easier than climbing.
She looks at you, slightly exasperated. However, as you're in this lovely predicament, I mean, you could just drop it though, and try to catch it.
I have 2 rolls
It's a
at
legitimate
this.
try to.
Maybe.
Two rolls
Are
at
you
this.
strong enough though? That's the thing.
It is not an easy task
dex.
to do this thing.
Dex.
But,
Not strength, it's dex.
Yeah. I mean, what if we...
I mean,
Can-
sure, but I like Monica described as a person-sized brick coming down. Is Roland or is Roland strong enough to catch that safely? Because to me, it is more a strength thing than a dexterity thing.
It's more catching it without it having any harm. If I take damage for that, who cares?
you will get hurt no matter what. It is
Yeah,
catching
exactly.
the
So
thing.
let me make
My
the
soft
save.
body will stop this thing.
Can I maybe suggest something? We've got
course.
rope, and
Just-
we've got a blanket that can basically be like a sling. If we can throw the blanket and the rope to Roland,
I already have both in my backpack. I was going to ask
yeah,
if I could.
can we just like swaddle it and then he lowers it down to us, and then we have Riordan
can.
under it?
I mean, you could do something like that.
Roland has both in his bag up here already. So
Yeah, then just do that.
Just my idea was create like a little hammock for it. Try to prepare it with some rope very tightly bound, and then basically try to have the egg go into it and lower it.
You can certainly attempt something like that. You can probably do a sleight of hand test to tie it all up, and then it's gonna take a little while, but it seems much safer at least.
And then we've got Riordan as a full, like a fullback.
Riordan's there also to try and reflex save if I fail this.
Alright.
Something has not my best skill in the world, but I'm not bad at it.
I mean, it's still dex based, and
Yeah,
Better
it's
than
just-
my deck save, probably.
It just, it's not my best roll, as it were.
that's fine. We're not gonna die from it.
Okay, shall we try some egg cradling?
Let's try some egg cradling.
I try lowering the egg. 18.
All right, you take a few minutes to tie it up. Begin lowering it. Drow is basically giving you like a nod. She agrees with this approach certainly better than the other one. She maybe this is even the sort of thing she would be doing once she actually gets up there. As you take your few minutes to lower the egg, it is again slow work, but it is then at that point lowered safely down to your companions.
Turns out I always bring rope and a blanket with me for a reason.
I can add one egg.
I will bring back up the egg elevator and get to work on the second egg, I think.
Yeah, if Liam takes the first one,
I can
I've-
add the egg.
yeah, I've got
It's
enough.
a big thing. As long as you put it down if you're going to fight anything.
Yeah.
Liam is strong enough that shouldn't be much of a it shouldn't be a huge issue.
He'll put it in his backpack carefully.
Yeah,
It's fairly big.
I've got enough carry weight to be able to hold hold
I
one
have
as well.
enough. I have enough strength to hold without any problems.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
begin working. I'll begin working on excavating, I suppose.
Ah,
So as you go, you notice. Never mind.
We don't, I guess.
I don't notice anything. What?
I mean, I'm putting Drow up here. Like, I will get some kind of signal now if something happens.
You
If
do not.
19 passive is not enough, then something very.
I've got 22 passive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Roll
Roland
just hanging out. Yeah.
Roland will try to excavate an egg.
Surely means that there's nothing going on, right?
Hmm.
Surely.
But while Roland is doing that,
It's kind of fixated on the eggs, really not paying attention to the environment very much mentally.
eventually, because she actually can't see that far in pitch black darkness. Notice humanoids coming from the south, sneakily moving forward.
Oh, it's
They
a
appear
drow.
to have hand crossbows.
I mean, as long as they don't start any shit, then I'm perfectly fine with them taking some.
Surely they're not going to be that stupid.
No, I know, right?
I mean, in this chamber of all places, it's not a great place.
Cyril,
I'm not gonna start any shit, and if they don't, then
yeah.
there's no problem.
Cyril will keep an eye on them, but not like directly look at them.
Would you at least warn us
They,
that they're
they
coming?
seem
God,
to pay
yes.
attention to you. Certainly.
Fuck, there's a lot more.
Maybe you should go and then telepathically talk to them.
Then
Gash.
I'd have to get pretty close.
As they
Yeah.
move forward, trying to get in range of their crossbows.
Okay, alright. Cyril will say that they're getting in range. Prepare.
How does she say it?
Oh, she signaled, like she points to a.
Hey, I mean, we're
group.
watching them. Like, Liam has weapons out. He's watching this.
As they move
And
forward,
Liam's got dark vision as well. She
the
can point.
leader stepping forward, looking at you, inspecting you, really.
Yeah.
She-
It's your show, Gash.
They gesture to your egg.
Cyrilla points to the eggs up here.
Exactly. Okay.
Talk to them.
I mean,
We can't. Oh, yeah.
Casual, take a step forward and telepathically tell the drow. Apologies for my method of communicating, but it is the best and quietest way I can do. And already also apologies that I do not understand your sign language, whatever. So this will have to be one way for now. I believe there's enough eggs for all of us. And I presume in our company is also one of your members who has gotten lost. I'm sure that'll show you that we mean no ill towards any of you.
Drow leader frowns at Gesh. who's looking at them telepathically speaking, and steps a little closer. The others sort of spread out to not just be AoE to death. As usually can happen in these situations.
Can't AoE if you can't cast spells in the first place.
Readying their
Liam's
inherent drow magic.
I'm
As
ready.
one of the she walks up to Gesh and like measures him. You know, Gesh is fairly tall.
Oh yeah.
Much taller, I think.
Drows are short, usually.
Drow looks at
Yeah.
him,
I think they're the shortest of the elf.
pale, just staring into his. As from behind, your drow companion, who is now up at the top, and is showing Roland how to. Oh, this might be important. Actually, Roland, could you do an intelligence check? She's trying to teach you something very quickly.
Intelligence check or intelligence save?
Check. Just a test.
Okay, in which case, raw intelligence check, it'll be history.
Critical intelligence.
You now understand how the drow swaddle these eggs in web and then safely lower them down, almost like by just allowing the web to extend, using the elasticity of it and the resin to lower these eggs down.
That's cool.
It's a little faster, and you don't have to use a rope to do it.
As it turns out, Roland's a fast learner, and he's studied Underdark a lot.
As your own drow basically grabs one of these strands and manages to swaddle herself up and web it down to step up behind you. The drow here basically beginning to even like to open her mouth to speak. As from behind. Oh, friendly drow moves up and quickly sort of pushes Gesh back, if you'll allow it.
He'll allow it.
Sure. Steps in and begins to do sign language. Towards the other drow, seems surprised and then does some more sign language.
I'm cutting eggs.
Yeah, let's get another egg down and
I'm not stopping my work.
you can hand them that egg and we'll all leave as friends. Right?
We can hope.
The drow both sort of step to the side and look at you. They gesture to the eggs, and they gesture to you, and they give you sort of an appraising look before nodding, and seemingly to be okay with staying friends while you all get some eggs.
Wonderful.
They themselves will begin to work on the ones over here.
It turns out we don't want to start a thing in here.
Yeah.
They don't want to start a
Drow
thing.
having
The
fought lots of people
stupidest
who
thing
can
ever.
carry eggs. As the drow leader just moves a finger and begins to levitate, moving up to get.
I suggest that as soon as we get, we already have an egg. We should leave now. We should just
No.
get the fuck out.
Roland
No,
goes,
we need
these-
eggs for Roland's family.
Yeah, we need more than one.
Roland physically will not leave.
And
until he
Roland's
gets-
the one doing it, so feel
Yeah,
free
I
to tell him to stop. Because he probably won't.
Given my indefinite madness, no, Roland will not leave.
Cyrilla promised Roland as well that she would help him get his family back. So she is perfectly okay with waiting for him to get more than just one egg.
Alright, fine.
Roland's kind of fixated completely right now. He's only barely noticed that actually the drow are even in here, basically. He's that fixated.
Sure. How would you feel about rolling me a d4?
I can. Before.
All right. It takes a long time for him to dig through this. Perhaps a little distracted by all the drow being drow. There's always an eerie feeling, and he does. Him being an elf, they do certainly give him like the stink eye from time to
And
time,
he kind of has like his paranoia still in the background.
because he's clearly here to do something horrible, and like who knows, an elf might begin singing or reciting poetry in here, and that they'd know what that. So they don't
Never
judge his competence.
Now everyone stay friends, or I start choir singing.
As you hear a rumble, as something is quite clearly coming this coming here.
It's time to
The first thing that happens, though,
get the
is
fucking
that
on.
you hear a loud, like, screeching sound as from the north here, the north caverns, many bats just come flapping furiously as they're fleeing for their life. Maybe like 1,000 of them, just flying through this main cavern, none caring that you're all in their way, trying to get south. A lot of them get captured in the web, but in the meantime, you all get a bit battered by them as they.
Huh.
Each of you takes 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm.
The many bats and their.
Oh,
Bludgeoned
bugger
by
me
bats.
sideways.
I mean, this has a problem. I'm still using spider climb up there.
Oh yeah, you do. But you should make it 10,
Can I
right?
half that to 1 damage? Doesn't really change anything. DC's the same.
Wouldn't change it.
No, it is
There's
not.
no point. There's no point.
You really need to stay up there, though.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope I make it, but I don't have anything to modify it.
I could give you my inspiration to give you advantage.
Doesn't that cost like you would have to like speak to advantage or something?
No, you can just give you his advantage. Or his inspiration.
Encouraging thumbs up from below you.
It doesn't have to be his bardic inspiration.
Is that acceptable, Manica?
It's my character inspiration, not my bardic
Yeah,
inspiration.
it's
I want
character.
to-
Oh, okay. Oh,
You
my.
can
Oh,
do that freely.
okay. Sure.
I'll give
Now
that
I'll
to
roll.
you.
Now I'll have roll twice here on my concentration to try, and,
I just don't want you to fall.
which that would have been a fault.
Try
Yep.
again.
Still might.
Very unfortunate. Such a low DC.
Yeah.
Trying to take 2.
Oh, thank
Succeed.
God.
There we go.
Worth it.
As you would have, but just as you're losing grip, you can look down Riordan, who
He inspires you to
perhaps is even
greatness.
ready to catch you should you fall.
Yeah, my hands are out. I'm right here.
He will let you crush him for.
Your 4-foot something friend is there to save
I'll
you.
catch you. Like,
Crush
oh.
myself so that your family can live.
No, not 4 foot. Like Riordan's like 3 foot. So
No one's angry at you for staying
Yeah,
behind.
halflings are 4 foot.
As you hear a rumble coming from
You need to work faster.
I mean, I'm working as fast as I can.
Yes.
smashes out of another tunnel path, a newly dug tunnel path, and I want everyone on the ground. Give me a stealth check.
I'm on the ceiling.
Well, obviously you don't get to do this.
Don't need.
Yes.
19.
I got a
Why do
17.
We have
advantage on it?
we all have. We have the cloaks. Remember? It's stealth.
Everyone has advantage. So,
Oh, 24 then, I guess.
so 24, 14, 17, 19.
Not bad. Can't believe I
Assuming
rolled a
this is like
17.
who it goes for first, basically.
Hopefully.
So what's the
try.
lowest you got?
14.
14 is lowest.
All right.
Which is Gesh.
The worm will continue moving through this path here, not seemingly to check the eggs, but moving through the area.
All right.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Oh, please get an egg.
I mean, I'm trying.
Yeah.
There's nothing he could do except roll.
We
I
still
don't know
need to
what much
find a way
experience
out
he
of here, though.
I imagine south.
The drow would know, I'm sure.
Would you do another D4?
3.
All right. So
Less.
it takes quite a while longer.
This egg is this egg's stuck in a lot more than the previous one.
Could you roll a D20 for me? See if anything.
2. The literally opposite end of the spectrum.
Great.
Nothing happens. You can continue. As you manage to cut out another egg and slowly
I'll have it egg.
cradle
I'll
it,
have it- Yeah, I'll have it web dropped.
yeah, lowering it down. Here.
As you can see, Roland's mastered this trick already.
You've been at this now, like in this cavern system here, for now 30 minutes. You still have plenty of time left.
We
Alright. We
are
need
good
none.
to go now, right?
No, we have one for the ritual, one for the drow, and we need one at least.
No, the
for-
drow are getting his own right there.
Is he though, Malachi?
We're not.
It
Come on.
seems that she would like you to get one. Yeah, she seems to expect that the one you've brought down, the second one, is for her.
Yeah, so we need to get another one.
The group did promise one to her, but
Yeah.
She goes to like pick it up,
We did.
carry it.
Sure.
Roland will try to get this next one as fast as possible. 'cause
I mean,
this
this
is
last
really
one is
close.
for Roland, so
Yeah, I mean, it seems that there are 6 in each cluster here. So
we can keep going feasibly until something happens, and then we just get out.
I'll try to grab the next one.
Apparently we don't though, because Roland is
Oh.
like, I'm never leaving. So
I mean,
Well,
I'm,
Oh, he's getting
you
one
know
off.
the exact reason why.
roll a d4.
I don't know
yeah,
why
so
you
so,
shipped it.
Okay. And
so
another
be
one.
like, oh, promise to an evil drow or save your family. That's
Right,
really
could you
what
roll
it
a
is.
Just needs to get
d20?
one more. It's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
6.
Right. You stick around for a little longer, lowering another egg down without being interrupted again.
Roland gives a sharp look to Riordan as this one's loaded.
Oh, sure, I'll take it.
The drow on their end seems to have brought one to now as well. But they seem to greedily continue. These things are clearly valuable.
Yeah, so we got the
One for the
How
drow,
is it
one for the
for-
ritual, and we have one for you, basically.
which said one might be one of these eggs might be enough to get some slaves of our choice.
Yeah, he did say magic users might be a bit more expensive.
That's the
though.
problem I'm worried about.
Yeah, no, let's just take another one from the road, right?
Sure.
What if one
Just gonna have
breaks?
an aneurysm, but
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should just get out. This is now it is foolish.
yeah, go for another one.
Foolish, and there's a bad as compelling me, so I agree with it. I'm sorry.
It's not like we can't. It's not like we can.
Roland's
hang on to
been
anyway.
going after this for ages and ages, wanting to have something to use here. So
Sure.
it's reached a point.
You
But
can begin cutting down another one if you want.
Maybe it gets better with time.
we'll try going for a 4th.
Yeah, roll a d4.
1.
Well, that's quick.
That's good.
Another one.
Yay, that's
Oh,
fast.
again, quick. As we begin to hear bat flapping now coming from the other direction.
Oh,
There's
no.
a swarm of bats
All right.
flies through the area, fleeing some other calamity. You all take 4 points of damage.
All right.
So,
Oh, man.
so how is the status of the egg currently, though? Is it still up there then?
You have it ready to be lowered.
Okay.
This could be an
Thing is,
interesting.
if you don't make your save, you're gonna fall with it.
Well, I can
so-
try to grab on. I can try to grab onto the web up here.
Yeah, you could,
I might I could try that if I fall.
but your hands won't be free to hold it, right?
I mean, no, the point is to lower it. That's the only point, right?
True.
Let's see if it's even a discussion.
Yeah.
So 4 damage.
Hmm.
I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah, you're fine.
I will go-
You can lower the egg slowly down.
This one's lowered for Cirilla.
Even the drow seem to have gotten what they wanted now, and are getting ready to leave.
With two, Roland's also going to get this point, get into a better position where he can drop down.
All right. Sure. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Well, more precisely, get to the one that slide down. Then leave.
Where are the drow like starting to head towards? The south? Manikai?
They're gathering currently, though they haven't left yet. They seem to be currently distributing the eggs amongst themselves.
How many does the drow seem to have, out of curiosity?
Hmm?
How many does the drow seem to have? A lot.
They seem to have 2.
All right. Not
That
bad.
seems to be what they were happy with currently.
All right.
Well, they came
Well, it
from
was
the
very
south,
fast
so
with these latter ones.
I mean,
So-
it turns out on the first one, Roland got lucky. The second one, like, turns out Roland like, okay, this is hard, and he sped up into loading as he went.
the drow came from the south, so presumably we'd leave by the same direction.
We would have bats kind of swarm up from that direction, but it's probably the best way to go.
Yes.
Yeah, Roland's like with 2 eggs now to bargain with. Roland's thinking like, okay, he probably has enough here.
Carrying.
Liam carries
Anna
one.
is carrying one.
I'm carrying one.
I have one until Roland comes down. I'm gonna give it back to him.
Once I come down, I'll take the
Yeah.
one for Roland.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll go ahead and switch my offhand to nothing to count as I'm carrying an egg.
Sure.
I mean, you can like put it in your pack. That's
Okay. Sure.
Just not the bag.
I can't put my bag home, but I can put it into the backpack. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like don't get knocked prone. Don't like jump or fall down places. You know.
I mean, on the bright side, Roland's good at reducing damage from himself.
I think we will attempt to leave by the south exit.
Sure, you can move your tokens. Nice map. What about all the cool stuff in the north, man?
It's just like, yeah, even Ronald's manage doesn't have that much mana coach. He's got enough.
Through this. Yeah.
This is the way they came in. We're leaving the same way.
Seems like it, yeah.
Like
Uh,
no one,
and-
no one.
As you get here,
I think-
though, I mean, you begin to hear a rumble coming very close.
From what direction?
It appears to be this wall.
Ah.
In which case,
Okay, step aside like this then.
Yeah.
Ronald's gonna back up here and try to try to.
How
do
fast
tremors.
can I get it? Like, how fast can I move to before it comes?
Your speed.
Oh, okay, I'll try and.
Oh, my speed. Jump off.
I'll still think it's a quick action.
Hi there.
Another worm appears to be circling the place in continuous circles. Could you all give me a stealth check?
Sure.
Trying to
Also-
quickly be quiet.
Remember, everyone has advantage.
Oh,
18.
wow.
13.
Oh wow! Oh
No.
wow!
You got a 13. I got 19.
Wow.
I got 1 and 2 here.
Roland has the lowest one. He's getting cocky. That's what's
Yeah,
happening.
that's what's happened.
He's shaky. He's been climbing for a while.
They can never see me.
It probably doesn't help that he's covered in like web and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Nice resin.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone else did amazing.
so what we got here? We got 12. We got lots of
We
numbers.
got 13. Everyone else got like 18 plus.
Yeah, the worm doesn't seem to notice you. I said it
Okay. Then
continues.
Let's go continue down.
If I'd stayed in road to this point, actually, I would have been having like that would have been automatically a 21. Pretty funny.
If it's circling, then we should
So,
follow the tail.
From this path here, you can see a very high up a ledge. Up. Seems like it would be quite the arduous thing to climb up,
that's fine.
made of the loose pebble rocks.
I mean, I still see
Beyond that, as Gesh goes there, he meets the eyes of a creature that seems to be looking at him.
Oh.
None of the rest of you really having vision enough to see it. It appears to be a gigantic creature, very large and sort of bulky, made of a, well, the picture really describes it well. Bulbous eyes, full of pustules and like big broken stuff, carrying a great club. It moves, and as it sees you, its big eyes sort of grows like even bigger. It stares in horror and surprise at your presence.
Gesh would like to cast a spell.
Yeah, want to engage it in initiative.
I mean,
I mean, is it making noise yet? That's the thing.
Is
It
it looking?
probably will.
Okay, well then.
yeah,
sure,
Gesh
cast
would
your
like to
spell.
cast a spell.
Yeah.
All right. Is it a verbal spell?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
What is it? What are we doing?
Hypnotic pattern. I want to
Oh,
fascinate and charm it to not do anything at all until we figure out what the hell.
it seems to be ready to scream loudly.
Yeah, let's not have him do that. Let me press the button here.
It's a DC.
It doesn't say my DC.
it's
Should be a
18
DC
anyway, right?
18, yes.
So, it's fine.
Of what kind? Like a charisma? Wisdom?
It's a will save.
Wisdom.
Oh,
Wisdom.
Wisdom, yes.
well, this creature is.
These in 19 wisdom is it's rough.
18, right?
18.
18.
Still harsh.
The very rough. Not a trained save either.
No.
He's charmed. He's incapacitated and has a speed of 0, so he does nothing.
I guess it sits down like its big mouth growing lax as it sits down and looks at the pattern. You do notice its cave is full of riches, though.
No.
What kind of riches are we talking
No.
about?
It appears to be a chest, a large, some iron banding on it, but it seems the creature has the key on it.
No.
Probably
No.
also the goodies. A little break in it that reveals what seems to be the glittering of a diamond.
Nope.
Nah.
Is it an astral diamond?
Who knows, right?
It's
No.
It appears to be a very, very, very bright.
No, not
No.
worth the trouble.
No, not worth it at
No.
all.
No, it's not worth it.
1 minute, I would have to run there, snatch it off of him, and unlock it, and run back.
No, you need to climb
It's
this wall.
not. No.
Hey, Manico,
Gotta waste time doing this.
I have spider climb still.
You spider climb, yeah.
Climb up. I would like to climb up below everyone on a rope.
Sure, you can begin doing that.
Yeah.
Do we have finishing?
Gash will telepathically inform whoever is in range at any point that there is like a giant humanoid-ish monstrous creature who was about to scream, but he's pacified for a few seconds, so let's move, shall we?
Excellent. And climb. Climb your fools.
If I think Reardon should go next, just in case.
I am tempted to. Actually,
oh, no,
no,
Nick has
never
been
mind.
left behind. Oh no.
Yeah, as I said,
Oh,
the
no.
Again.
roll and walls basically spider climb. Just walk up to the wall basically, lower everyone on a rope, and then aid anyone trying to climb up.
Right.
So, guess you're the most backwards person here.
Thanks.
Could you roll me a d20?
Okay.
All right. As I would like, then you two one at a time take your climbing test. You have advantage because Roland's helping you. You have a rope to climb.
I mean, yeah, reroll him
You're good.
first.
It is a high climb, but
Yes, you can
you know.
go. I'll go last.
Alright.
I'm prepared to be the last one to fall and kill everybody.
How long does this spell
Well,
last?
It's a minute.
All right.
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
Hence why people try and be quick.
Not with that roll.
Gesh gets up and then he plummets.
Can I make a deck save to grab his hand?
He's not high enough up.
Oh, great.
I do a deck save to try and grab him as he falls.
Sure, you can get full damage from Gesh.
Yeah.
Cushion it.
Damage.
You can do it.
Maybe you should, you know.
Oh,
You can cushion him
How much
Jesus.
damage does a falling Gesh deal?
half of the way, which is 8
I'll
points of
take 8. It's
damage.
fine.
And Gesh takes that too, because he is falling down.
Yeah. I think we
Taking
need
his concentration.
advantage here, or not advantage.
Uh,
What do we call it? Just
a blessing. Oh, okay.
yeah, but we can't.
Well, that's the thing.
I
It's,
mean, basically
okay.
every attempt here is a combat turn, right? So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
fine.
Let.
Just
Go,
try
go, go.
again.
So this is basically
Yeah. Try again. Oh,
3.
I'll be the last.
and you do it.
Who knows?
I'm gonna get double ones.
Liam
No,
already
I
rolled.
did it.
Liam
I
did it
got
already.
Roll
27.
You rolled 27-19. That's fine.
Oh, I didn't see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Gash. You can do it, Gash.
19.
Yes,
It's
18.
18. It's 18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll and catches you.
All right. I
Catches up.
guess I'll be the last one to try.
Shut up with your
Oh,
laughter.
Yeah.
Would you roll me
Alright.
another d20?
I'll do it.
Someone who thinks they can roll really high.
Yeah.
Well, you get there and nothing happens.
Okay,
It isn't
well,
at the table.
we
You
ghost
can
out.
make your way up, and you can make your way,
Yes.
leaving whatever riches was in the chest, and who knows what was up north.
Knowing this game, it was like 200 gold pieces in that chest.
Everything valuable is behind
Never
something. that
complain
will
of
kill us
magic,
anyway.
magical items lacking.
Well, I mean,
I mean, I got a shiny new ring. I don't
It's like, oh,
You can still turn and go back right now.
you could get this like
or you
shiny.
could die a horrible
coin.
death.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like just guarded by a Demogorgon. You know, it's very.
It's true. It's all true.
High risk, high
As
reward.
you can make your way to distance yourself from this place,
Good. I hate this place.
leaving it to a distance where you might even be able to speak.
Yeah, I think we do that.
I'll just put you back here.
Cheap.
Yeah.
So much for that scroll of spider climb.
Yeah, I was looking for my inventory. Huh, I think I got that in like session 2.
Talk about the right tool for the right place. Yeah, very much easier and very much faster than otherwise. Fancy that.
That was just about my fault. I've never used
You
spider
made
bite.
your way. You made your way out. You are now at a distance right to this, and you can hear like the rumbling and such. But you appear to be out.
Still have a scroll of remove curse and oil of slipperiness.
I've got remove curse and speak with plants.
Oh, very good.
So many curses that need to be removed.
I can remove curses anyway, so I don't really need it anymore.
I've not got much. I've got potions, but not much. So, well, we got the eggs. They're pretty fragile.
How are your characters feeling having escaped there without actually having to fucking deal with a purple worm?
Like fucking Mission Impossible. That's what Liam feels like.
Big monster.
Yeah, I'm very happy we didn't have to fight that
Very
thing.
big monster.
Oh, it's
I could say
horrifying.
50% more powerful than you.
Yeah.
Roland's gone from being like disheartened but determined to push on to now actually like in a really good mood with that, because he like almost like he has a key now.
Yeah.
Which is making him far better mood though. Now he wants to hurry up and just deal with whatever we have to deal with so we can get to Smith and Brands and just kind of do the trade as soon as possible.
We don't have that much left, right?
Well, we still need to kill the biggest beholder in the Underdark.
Oh.
That's what we have to do up here. Then we're going to probably return. Like the one thing I'm worried about is one thing I'm worried about is these eggs are fragile. That's what I'm worried about right now.
I just keep them in the caravan.
Yeah, caravan can look after them.
Keep them in the caravan and let all the other like dudes who aren't assigned to us care for them.
Yeah, now that you're out, you can do that.
I have an idea. We just tell Cinder to take very good care of these eggs, and nothing is going to touch them. I promise you that much.
He will never let anyone have them.
Exactly.
Never. Never again. He will bury them somewhere.
But the problem sheet.
Value.
The problem sheet. We have one of them. We need to give
He
away.
thanks you
One
for
of these
the
to give away.
gift.
Two to trade. Yeah, no.
Cinder gets possessive.
As it turns out, of these eggs, Roland is also possessive. These two of them.
Cinder has a problem. We're trying, but he's very stubborn.
I didn't teach him these things, so surely it must be you.
No, I think that's his inherent.
No.
Yeah, I think it's his heritage actually.
Yeah. So yeah, the group. Does the group want to then like head down to the Beholder's Eye now then?
I think so. That was the plan at least. How
Fuck
many
it.
eggs did we get now?
We have 3 on us right now. One which we need to trade away, then two. One we need to give for the ritual, and then 2 which I want to use for the trade.
Okay.
That is
Well,
correct.
up to 2 to use for the trade. You know, Getch, you'll end up being probably a negotiator for that because it turns out you won't be killed and you're social.
Okay.
If you manage to get them for only 1 egg, you can use the other egg to buy whatever the hell you want to.
I'll make an omelet.
You can also make an omelet. I don't.
Just what the hell? I mean, what does the purple worm fetus look like? And is it delicious? Probably not. But
Well, Manikai, since Roland would automatically know this, would it be edible?
I mean, no. I mean, not unless you're immune to poison. They do. These fucking things have 12d6 worth of poison in them. So
Well, there we go.
that's with every touch. So you don't want to eat this.
Well, there we go. Roland now knows these are not edible.
So not for food. They're for vile magics. That's mostly what they do.
Apparently for trading for slaves, but that's just our purposes.
I'll even tell you exactly what kind of magic it's for.
I mean, apparently for calling demons.
Large scale rituals. That's what all of these super pricey things are for.
Mm-hmm.
It is for channeling great physical power.
It makes sense. They are great physical
Mastery
creatures.
of the physical realm. That is what
That makes sense.
Yeah, so go for Beholder's Eye, and then I don't know. We're going after that immediately.
Yeah.
Roland would say go back to the tower to drop off the first egg, and then deal with the rest. But
we should go south into the territory, the domain, the lair, and the kingdom, or empire even of Xerax, the Eyemonger, known for his ability to grant wishes to his to those who please him and enslave any who
I
resist.
wish you could stop the Demon Inquisition.
This
Why,
horrible.
why couldn't we just take that beholder from the town? Why do we have to go for this tyrant?
Supposedly, he's to be a very powerful beholder for this to work. So.
Did he specifically say this?
No.
Go to get this guy? No.
No, absolutely not.
Well,
Then
he
I
did
don't-
say there is one there.
Well, why don't we go to the town first?
I'd rather not have the Zentarum after us as well.
Well, yeah, the Centaurum
Just kill
are
this one.
allies.
Yeah.
I mean, between
One
a
beholder and
tiny
faction, yes.
a bit between a beholder tyrant and a small outpost of Centaurum, I would vastly prefer the Centaurum.
I mean, it's not going to be just a small outpost. It's going to be the faction.
Yeah,
themselves.
it'll be the faction.
What
'Cause
if
the-
we
We
leave
have
people
Centaur
alive?
with us. Well, if you want to kill the agents we have with us as well.
I mean, if we can.
They've been very useful.
Yes, they have.
and they had taken over as well, so they've probably brought more people in. So it's not going to be a tiny outpost anymore because they've kicked out everyone that was there. They've just made it their place.
You certainly left it all in their hands.
Yeah.
Catherine de Love was very pleased with it.
So they're going to have a massive outpost there now. It's not just going to be a small group anymore. And the beholder just, stops magic.
Yeah, do you know what a beholder tyrant does though?
Oh, horrible things, but
He doesn't only start he.
Actually, this is a good question. What do we know about Beholder Tyrants?
Oh, well, I think it'd be Arcana checks, really.
Oh, it seems relevant to ask.
Sure. Go right ahead. Do an Arcana check. Oof. Well, the Warden has read about beholders.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you want to know about beholders? Beholders are giant, massive, intelligent beings, aberrant monsters of the Underdark. They never really touch the ground. They permanently just fly about. They are fickle and greedy and evil creatures, though they are known to respect pacts and dealings if their reputation is on the line for them. They again are incredibly intelligent, incredibly good at almost anything, very hardy, very strong. And more importantly, of course, is their eye stalks and central eye. Their central eye removes magic from existence, whether it be magical weapons, magical spells, anything. Stops working as long as the beholder is looking directly. Around its central eye, it has several eye rays, which can do a variety of terrible things to people. None of them good. It's just a degree of bad, really. A beholder tyrant, which is beholder that rules its own lair and area effectively, however, has vision on anything within its domain. It can see basically everything that goes on. Beyond that, it also gets to it gets to do a lot of things about manipulating the area around it, making it much more aberrant than you might otherwise expect. Things such as stone walls turning to flesh with that opens maws in itself, swallowing people. That's how the stories basically talk of it. That the area becomes almost an extension of the creature itself.
So what I'm
Beyond
thinking
that,
though.
it also usually, or at least this one, at least what you might know of it, is that Xerax, you've heard before, is a beholder that likes to collect the eye stalks and graft them onto himself of other beholders. As such, giving him many, many more eye stalks than normally available to a beholder. Beyond that, he's also known to have a love of exotic slaves of various kinds, likely used for whatever dark purposes the beholder had.
So I'm
Liking
thinking,
magical and valuable gifts to those who come to supplicate,
I mean,
or
if
kowtow
he,
before his throne.
if he is a collector of other beholder parts, maybe he has an eye he could trade us. We don't have to actually try to kill him, because I don't think we can.
Then the question is, what would you trade in return for a beholder central eye?
I don't know. We will have to ask him really, like what he would want.
Maybe you want some purple worm eggs.
Uh,
You could certainly go there and ask him. I mean,
I honestly think that is a better, at least first approach, than to storm his lair, because I think we will not make it if we do that.
Like before I found out about the beholder tyrants, like think of like knowing everything they're like, I was like, maybe I could sneak up behind one, like cut off some of its eye stalks before combat starts.
Yeah, we need the central eye though. That's a problem.
Well, so cut off the outside ones at least, so it's less powerful. But the problem is, if it knows everything in its domain, that's sneaking up's not possible.
Yeah, the thing is, he does enslave other beholders, as far as I've gathered. Correct me if I'm wrong, Venakai. Which
not
means-
other beholders. No, he hates other beholders.
Yeah, exactly. He might have some like corpses lying around.
But he enslaves fancy creatures,
Fancy creature.
or anyone that he
Oh.
can, like that. You know, he buys slaves and does things.
Yeah, maybe you can deal with him.
Has his cult and everything.
Maybe he has like a pesky neighbored beholder who he really doesn't like.
Yeah, I think that is our best approach, honestly.
I mean, if he wants to,
You remember so many people suggesting that you go and supplicate yourself in front.
Because otherwise it would be like us trying to kill Thundershod. You know, it's a creature.
I
that
mean,
we could.
if he has like another beholder that he wants us to get the eye stalks of, I'd be totally willing to do that for him. Just- he sounds terrifying. I'll be honest. I don't want to go there.
No, yeah, no, I don't like him, and but even him would be disconcerted having, oh, I don't know what's closest. Like the Demogorgon is closest to him, you know. So if we explore, then maybe he'll be like, yes, I guess.
I think it technically might be the influence of Orcus closest, but either way, it's still terrible. Like either way, you don't want it nearby. So
So he's evil and monstrous, but he doesn't want demon lords.
he wants to be in control, not demon lords.
Yeah.
So it's possible that maybe we can get to like the good, well, the survivalist instincts of the.
Yeah, the reasonable.
The good instinct.
I had to change it from good to like
beautiful heart.
Reasonable, like rational.
Yeah. But like we're trying to stop the demonic invasion. We just need to get Central Eye. Could you help us with that?
And yeah, like none of us are exotic enough for him to want to collect us, like elves and dragonborn. Like we're none of us are a beholder, which is good.
Is it though? Is that good?
I mean,
If one of you could be a beholder.
I mean, in this
What
situation,
can a wish do, Manikai?
What
Can it
can
make me a beholder?
I mean, true
you
polymorph.
go ask him?
I
a
mean,
true polymorph could do it. Yeah.
I mean, can we just? Hey, I wish the demonic incursion was over.
I don't think that's quite.
It's a-
So we like to pray for it because she has God intervention on her side.
I do, but
You haven't successfully done that yet. So you do have available to roll.
it's true. I could try it.
Just banish Demogorgon. Just do it.
Banish Demogorgon. I mean, technically it says that the GM chooses the nature of the intervention. The effect of any cleric spell or cleric domain spell would be appropriate.
That's the power
So-
level.
Yeah, so it's not she reaches her hand down and just pulls him away.
It's like, I want to cast heal, but I don't have a heal spell.
We need to
Please
do.
do it for me.
We need
Yeah.
to do a Lady of Rainbow Scales. Just the hand comes down, just yoink,
Yeah,
pulls it away.
and I
I mean,
don't get miracle, so. It's
I mean, it's.
not
I
a
mean,
thing.
worst case scenario, you can try and like ask for a miracle from your god if we end up getting into conflict with the Time Hunger.
Yeah, please, like a giant pair of sunglasses comes down.
Like, sure, I know
blocks his eyesight.
I know he blocks magic, but he probably doesn't block direct divine intervention.
Yeah, probably not. What, like firestorm or? Well, yeah,
Blindness.
divine word. There you go. Just
Blindness.
deafen and blind.
Sleep.
Best thing against the beholders to blind it.
I like the idea of just sleep. So the beholder to sleep.
I'm not sure if a beholder sleeps, but I suppose.
I mean, it's a living creature. It probably has to sleep.
I mean, it's like a creature from another dimension or
I
universe.
mean, I don't get sleep as a spell anyway. But
Sleep is a spell.
It's
I
a
don't
miracle.
get
It's a miracle sleep.
miracle sleep.
The problem is if it looks at you, you can't do magic.
Well, divine
Well,
intervention is not magic. I just
It's
ask my
not
god,
Cirilla doing the magic, it's
Yeah.
the god. So
and I want to
Nothing
see him
magical
block.
or-
But they can block a direct god.
I want
it's
to,
not
yeah,
magical, like it's godly.
I want to see him block a god.
In fact, it's very unlikely to actually work anyway. So.
I mean, yeah, of course it would never work.
So 1 in 10 chance, man.
Not in our favor.
No. That can't be the battle plan, let's say.
No.
Great battle plan. Just go ahead.
Well, what about if
Roll a d10. On a 1 you would live. Everything else.
Yeah, but you know what? That's gonna be fun in like 7 weeks.
yeah,
To even try to remember what you're doing. Might want to tag your little list here that the purple wormic has been gotten, so don't forget that. You know, because it's probably gonna be a while. Yeah. Good job on the egg gathering.
You
I'm
know,
very happy we.
as it turns out,
Many
Roland's
great chances to be in a horrible position, but
as it turns out though, Roland's skills match up with it, and we had a scroll sky that claim. That was great.
No, the scroll was the
Roland could have done
Ace
that.
in the hole.
That would have been a pain in that case.
time to climb and fall down.
I mean, Roland has as good athletics as Liam, in fairness.
yeah. It says yeah. It's
Technique
willing.
over raw strength. It takes like peak training, and they only match your raw physical strength.
Yeah, I hope you had a good time though.
It was.
With the dungeons, even if it.
I'm really sad about that chest, guys.
Nah.
I mean, okay, in character, Ron doesn't care. Out of character, I want to know what was in the chest.
I mean, I like the chest as well. I like chess, but in such a situation, there's nothing unless there's literally, I don't know what would be in that chest to make it worth, like risking everything.
The thing sort of is, even if it was like 25,000 gold in that chest, I wouldn't know what to do with that money in 5th edition.
Yeah, that's the thing. Money is not
I mean, I
valuable.
had a similar thing. Like Roland has, I can't remember how much. I think Roland has about like nearly 1,000 gold on him. But like, what do I do with that?
A real treasure in this game is either big value gems, because you can do like their components, or it's magical shit, right?
It is
Yeah.
the downside of the system is that money has no value in a way.
yeah.
Well, money has as much value as it would have in real life. Like you can buy food or luxuries or like a nice house, but none of those things make you a more badass murder hobo, which is why it feels like it has no value.
Just buy more.
Like my character actually doesn't care about retiring to a nice, like comfortable life. I
No,
don't care about money. I don't need that shit. Once I'm high level, I can just get that anyway.
We could have just got more diamonds for raising dead.
I mean, if I need money, I'm just gonna ask my dad, so that's fine.
we can get more diamonds in Blightenstone.
Yeah. I've
That's
got
unlimited
one.
diamond supply over there.
Well, no, we'd have to pay for it still. They won't.
You know.
I can't imagine they'd just give us 500 gold pieces worth
I
of a
think
diamond.
we can go and collect. It's like one of those buildings in Heroes of Might and Magic. You can go there once a week. You can get some diamonds.
They go for tribute once a week.
Yeah, I mean they love us over there. Would they deny us? Okay.
Is this
So,
really
so
what
the
you
main production is salt, not diamond.
Yeah.
is this really what you want to teach your little dragonling to collect?
Stone is a salt mine.
What? I
Yeah.
never knew.
Their
I've
main
no idea.
production.
That's why we've got all the salt weapons.
weapons.
Yeah,
Because the guy was trading with the deep gnomes.
we have to pay for a diamond because they have to go out of their way to lose money to do
But
the
they
work
actually have
for
to
us.
smuggle them out of the city of
Yeah.
light.
They have to
never-
go
They
out of their way
usually
to
have,
get it.
has some friends called the Grey Ghosts, a Dwarga Thieves Guild, who help them
Ah.
smuggle gems, but
Hmm.
they
Those-
have disappeared now. So,
Those guys are suckers.
Well-
I never realized they were salt miners.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
salt miners.
Alright, well,
So I'm guessing we don't
They use
earn
earth
so
elementals
much.
to mine salt.
Oh,
We got 3 eggs. Each egg's clearly worth a whole level 1.
Each
I mean, we
egg is
avoided
worth 200.
and beating.
We avoided multiple
didn't kill
encounters.
them, but we defeated
Yeah.
them. So.
Yeah, you get XP for dealing with it. Certainly, I'm.
Invasion and
Could be
invading.
hype on say, oh, you only killed like 2 spiders, and no, that's not how this.
Like,
That's not
spiders
how
and
this is
also-
supposed to work.
we defeated the challenge still.
We
By
do
invading.
Exactly, you did.
we
You
do
get
need more.
together 14,000 XP, which is
Yeah.
2,800 for each of you,
Yeah, we need
putting you
way
at
more.
80,470.
How much each?
2,800.
So we
Wait,
need 4,500 more each.
Because I'm not keeping track of XP, I'm just keeping track of what level we are.
Yeah, I'm
keep
just
track.
waiting until someone says, "Hey, we level up," and then I say, "Okay."
I keep track.
Like I'm not as interested in the actual numbers. I'm more interested in.
8,000
fact.
and change to go.
In fact, purple worms worth more than the weakened demon lord.
Yeah, no, I know they're horrific
big
monsters.
In
Yeah,
fairness, Manakai,
Yeah.
actually, you know this as well. From like even in 13th age, I was terrified of the purple worms.
Oh, they're horrifying.
They're a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Now you have an egg. What if you nurse it?
We know,
Brother,
Manakai, we don't have an
a
egg.
red dragon adult and a purple worm.
Manakai, we don't have an egg. We have a trio of eggs.
We'll
Although
try this
that
battle.
said, when we fought a purple worm in Grimace campaign, my character got swallowed by it and then blew it up from the inside.
You can make
was
them
pretty
throw
cool.
you up. Who knows? You might still encounter one. You're still in the worm writhings.
Mm,
They might be around here somewhere. 2 of them. Hanging about. Yeah. If you want to go to Zazax, ask for his benevolent favor. Man, poor Strunk, he didn't even get to do anything.
thank God.
He was sleeping most of the time.
Thank you for your DCs, Sheep.
Hmm?
Thank you for your high DCs.
Yeah.
That's
I
like
think this worm nursery is the most well-crafted part of this whole adventure path. Like
oh,
intricate,
Really?
elegant, nice-looking map.
Now I feel bad
Things are
that
well
we
thought out. It's a
that we
beautiful
didn't
thing.
screw up. Because we
No,
probably would
no,
have seen more if we had.
It can get really bad, but it is, yeah. I think it's a very elegant encounter.
Maybe they
It's a
made
bit
it so,
inspiring.
maybe they put so much detail into it because they spent in so many places just die there.
Playtesters.
I mean, this adventure does have a very high death count for players. I know.
Especially at the beginning because you have nothing.
There's several threads of being like, my party wiped in the second session.
They wouldn't flee from Demogorgon. And they just chose to fight him and died, and they were really mad. I was like, well,
You did fight
you did fight
Demogorgon.
Demogorgon, so
Yeah,
maybe you
it's-
didn't project correctly, but the flavor text in the book is like, yeah, just like, if they don't flee, just fuck one of them up. The rest will go. Like, no,
Yeah.
they will not. They will stay and fight. Valiantly.
Yeah,
Instantly makes you like almost
just give him
crippled.
a nexus of fireballs and kill all of them in one go. There we go. That works. I've been there.
Yeah, sometimes the players just don't take hints. You know, you try,
To
but
be blown up. Just
I
one
look-
shot the new character who just joined the party. Just blam.
he was a dick. He was a dick anyway. Like,
Yeah.
It's true.
I considered back like looking at like some of the stuff like during our first few sessions. It's like I was kind of terrified, like seeing like kind of how like especially with those spiders early on, they were terrifying for us, right? Like we did actually decently well. Partly because we had a bunch of things we could use like that were non-weapon based to like do damage at range. Like we had Sheep's Eldritch Blast, and we had My Fire with a sneak attack attached.
I really think like until we got to the City of Blades, every encounter was a death match.
Yeah.
Just a,
You know, the book says in the City of Plates, the players are finally getting some fucking equipment.
But yeah, as
And then there was lightning bolts and whatnot in City of Blades that you.
yeah, I got kind of terrified though when I realized like I almost right before the campaign was about to play a character who didn't have like start off with like ranged attacks like that. It's like,
Yeah.
boy.
it's always good to
Well,
have some range.
When you know you don't snap with equipment, having a good cantrip is not bad.
It was a good decision.
I am going to stop the stream recording while we're here. So thank you all for watching.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you. See
See
you
you
in forever.
7 weeks.
No, I'll see you next week.
Well,
You
yeah,
can
but
watch Way of the Wicked.
Not
Not
next week
ours a bit.
specifically, but
You won't hear me next week.
that's right.
Rewatch Way of the Wicked. That's a whole thing.
or Forsaken Throne or
If you
13th
have,
Family.
yeah, if you don't have anything to do
Plenty
and
of content,
you
really.
want to have a lot of dark, then Way of the Wicked and Forsaken Throne is really the place to go.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Forsaken Throne.
If you haven't seen
Yeah,
That thing
Forsaken
will
Throne, I
always have a
suggest that.
special place in my heart.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
because I put so much energy into.
I thought you were going to
The
say
Wilson
because of
Black
Riff. I swear to God.
No.
Everyone
Forsaken
says that.
Throne is definitely a special place in my heart. as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
that was a whole.
That was a whole thing.
Well,
Sometimes I open the document just to look at it.